Okay, great. Okay, welcome. Hello, Isabel. Hello, welcome everyone. Because now 8:30. Welcome everyone. Welcome to day one of ZWDS Professional 2022. First of all, we'd like to say thank you so much to each and every one of you here for joining this class. And we have seen a lot of new names here. Now, just a very quick question here. May I know how many of you here consider yourself as virgin in ZWDS? If you are a virgin in ZWDS, type V. Type V. Yeah, type me, V, or Wendy. Okay, Jaren, Domet, wow, Jeannie, Junie, Dr. Bora, Grace. Okay, a lot. Okay. Virgin means ZWDS is something very new to you. We have never learned ZWDS before. For a lot of you here, Gilbert. Okay. Yeah. If you are virgin in ZWDS, don't worry. Today your virginity will be broken. Okay. Yeah.
By me.
I mean the virginity also. Okay. Yeah. So just kidding. Don't be so serious. Now, the reason why we ask whether you are virgin or not is simply because we want to know how many students totally new and fresh in ZWDS. Yeah, so that Joyce can teach you the basic and fundamental where you can learn in the baby step manner. Yeah, to build a stronger foundation first. Yeah, see, Kenneth said, please be gentle.
Okay.
Yes, we'll have lubricant, so no problem. Okay, now some of the students they asked us about the date and time. Okay, so let me share with you the screen here. Give me a moment. Okay. Okay, now just would like to share with you that this is the 4-day class, but we have the bonus. Yeah. So the bonus will actually be additional 2 more days. Okay, means okay, I'll show you here. Yeah, so we'll do it on 30th April and 1st May. Means every Saturday and Sunday for the upcoming 3 weeks, you have no choice but to spend your precious weekends with us. Yeah, and later on we will send this to the Telegram so that you are aware about the date for these bonus days. Okay, great. Now without further delaying, let me hand over the session to Joyce to kickstart the session. Okay, over to you, Joyce.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our first day of ZWDS Professional class. So you need to watch back the first day of preview because actually the first day of preview, I share a lot of basic information on how to read the basic component in the chart. So if you don't like to listen about the basic and history of ZWDS, then you can start to watch back the replay of the first day around 30 minutes after the class start for your better understanding in reading a ZWDS chart. And that time, I also explain in very detail about the palaces so that you all can remember the sequence of the palaces. It's important for you to remember what is palace number 1, what is palace number 2, and so on. Okay, during the first preview, I actually used the free chart plotter from the website as example, but from today's class onward, since we already have our own app, then I will use chart plotted by using our own app for explanation and for example in the class. I think our app, the layout is more simple and user-friendly. So you can go download the app and plot the chart also. The only difference is the website plotter, the name of the palaces of palace number 1, there they use Destiny Palace. But in our app, we use the name Life Palace as palace number 1. And also the website use the name Happiness Palace to describe palace number 11. But we use Mental Palace to describe palace number 11. So this is only the 2 terminology that is different, but the meaning is the same. Okay? So now we will start our sessions today. Since some of you may miss the first preview, and during first preview, we didn't provide notes. So today, I will briefly explain the meaning of each palace and give you these notes after this. Okay, again, if you want to know more about each palace and how to remember the sequence, you need to watch back the replay of first preview. So you now listen to me first and don't worry about the notes first. I will give you my slide later. Okay, so let us start with the meaning of each palace. Okay, palace number 1 is what? Life palace, right? Now we name it as life palace, palace number 1. Life palace means what? Means you, yourself, your behavior, your character, your outlook, your overall conditions. This is the most important palaces, and it can be considered as ace palace, the most powerful palace. Okay, palace number 2 is your sibling palace. As you can see, number 2 is siblings. It represents what? It represents your siblings and mother, their character, and how is your relationship with them, and how is their conditions. We look at sibling palace. Okay, palace number 3 is spouse palace. The way we handle our relationship, the people we attracted to, our peach blossom conditions, our spouse conditions, we look at this palace number 3, so spouse palace. Okay, palace number 4 is children palace. From the name, you know it's about our children, our junior, the conditions of our children, our reproductive ability, our fertility, and something that we talked just now, our sex palace, our affinity with our children, the way we treat our children. We look at this palace, children palace. Okay, palace number 5, wealth palace. It doesn't mean whether we are going to be rich. It actually means the way we earn money, the way we spend money, our cash flow. Okay, number 6 is health palace. It denotes what? Our body, whether we are healthy or not, our body shape, and whether we are easily sick or not. We look at health palace. Okay, palace number 7 is travel palace. It can mean what? It can mean our travel conditions, our long distance journey, our transport, our image, our appearance. What other thing about us when they see us for the first time? What is other people's impression to us? Whether we have the chance to migrate or not, we need to look at travel palace. Okay, palace number 8 is friends palace, partner, gossip. So friends here means anyone that we met in life. So whether the people is close to us or not, whether it's a male or female, it actually doesn't matter, because it means our relationship with public, our conditions when we connecting with people. So how we tend to manage our interaction with people, how those people will treat us, we use this friends palace as reference. Okay, palace number 9 is career palace. Beside occupation, it actually denotes our core job. So whether you are underemployed or retired or just a homemaker, you will still need to refer to career palace for your core job, meaning activity and tasks that you perform daily. So to see whether you have a stable job or not, we actually refer to this career palace. So for kids, the core job is to study. So whether they have good behavior or can excel in academic or not, we look at their career palace. Okay. Now, palace number 10 is property palace. As you know, it means the condition of what? Of our house and also our family member. Besides, it also means our asset, our fixed asset. So whether a person is rich or not, we actually need to see the conditions of property palace too. Number 11 is our mental palace. So as I say in other chart plotter, that you can find online. People may call it this Palace 11 as Karmic Palace, Happiness Palace, Blessing Palace, or some other name. That's why it's important for you to remember the palace using number. So whatever the term that people use outside, you will know the term is referred to which palace. Okay, this mental palace actually govern our thought, our emotion, also our hobby and desire, and this also include our spiritual level. Okay, lastly, palace number 12 is parents' palace. This is very easy. From the name, we know it refers to our parents, especially our father. Now, this is the meaning, general meaning for all the 12 palaces. There are other meaning which you will learn along in our class. So the more you learn, the more you will explore the additional meanings for each palace. As I said, it's very important for you to know the sequence of the palace because it will help you master the knowledge faster. Okay? Now, we talk about yin and yang. Are there any newbie here who totally never learned any Chinese metaphysics knowledge before? Any Chinese metaphysics knowledge such as 八字, qimeng, feng shui, yi jing, or what? Totally new. No, right? Everyone here learned some Chinese metaphysics knowledge before, right? Okay, good. So now, in any Chinese metaphysics too, we talk about yin and yang, the balancing of yin and yang. So yin and yang control each other to balance our life. For example, brightness and darkness, male and female, the sun and moon, etc. So yin is static and slow moving energy, more inward energy. But yang is active, outward, very, very fast moving energy. So yang is something that you will exhibit and is visible, people will see. Yin is something inner and people hardly see from outside, and the energy is more stable, seldom change, while yang energy is more volatile and unstable, and it can change rapidly. But you don't confuse yin and yang in 八字, because you know yin and yang in 八字, let's say red is yin or yang. Red is yin or yang? See the answer first. Okay. Yang. Got newbie. Yes, yin. Red in 八字 is yang, but in ZWDS, the yin and yang is not based on animal. The yin and yang is based on palace. Okay, so in ZWDS, the palace is also arranged in yin and yang manner, but it starts with what? It starts with life palace, yang, sibling palace, yin, spouse palace, yang, children palace, yin, wealth palace, yang, and so on. So no matter where is your life palace, whether your life palace is in red or is in ox or is in tiger, it will be yang. Okay, so same, no matter where is the location of your sibling palace, it will be considered as yin. Okay, our life palace is yang because we are alive. Our character, our attitude will change over time. Sibling palace is yin because we cannot choose our mother or siblings. Okay, spouse palace is yang because we have no blood connection with our spouse, and you can choose whoever you like to be your spouse. Okay, after married, you will have children. You cannot really choose your children. So when born, that children is your children. You cannot choose. You cannot choose, I want David Beckham to be my children. No. Okay. Wealth Palace is yang because our cash flow, the way we spend and earn money is not stable. It keep on changing. Our money keep coming and out, in and out. So it's yang. Our Health Palace is yin. Because from exterior, we don't know what is happening inside our body. We don't know
Okay, I'm sorry. I think there is a technical error here. Okay. Sorry, give us a moment. Okay, let me check. Frozen. Okay. Yeah, today is a danger day. It's a very dangerous day. Okay. Give us a moment. Let me contact Joyce.
disconnected. Today it's dangerous.
Welcome back. Okay, good. No problem. Continue, Joyce.
Just now I thought until where? You miss until where?
Health.
Health.
Yeah, Isabel said health.
Health.
Yeah, so you can start from health again.
Start from health again.
Yeah.
Okay. Health is yin. Why is yin? Because we don't know what happened inside our body. We don't know whether our kidney is functioning well or not, unless we do a full body checkup. Okay. Travel Palace is yang because when travel, we keep on moving here and there. And Travel Palace is also our image. We wear differently every day. So Travel Palace is yang. Okay. Friends Palace. Friends Palace, why is yin? You may think that Friends Palace should be yang. You know why? Because we cannot control who we will meet in life. We can only choose who can be our friends, but we don't know who we will meet when we go out. So you remember, Friends Palace doesn't only mean friends only. It can mean anyone. Remember, the thief, the robber, the driver, people that you don't know, also classified as people in Friends Palace. Okay. Now, Career Palace. Career Palace, of course, will be yang because the job that we do every day is different. Okay. Property Palace is yin because we cannot simply move a house. Once a house is built, it will stay there forever until we demolish it. Okay. Our Mental Palace is yang because our mind keep on thinking of what? Thinking of what to eat, thinking of what to do, what to say, where to go. Lastly is Parent Palace. We cannot choose our Parent Palace. So our parents is yin. So this is how the arrangement of yin and yang in ZWDS. All this is for your basic understanding. So you just take note of it, then it's okay. No need to memorize, it's okay, okay?
Sorry, Joyce. Sorry for the interruption. Can you repeat for children and wealth? Because some students said they remembered that you stopped at children. So you talk about children and wealth again. Thanks.
Oh, children and wealth, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. For Children Palace is yin. Why is yin? Because we cannot choose our children. We cannot choose who will become our children. It's the God choose it. So when your wife get pregnant and when your kid is born, that is your children. You cannot choose. Okay. Wealth Palace is yang. because wealth palace means our cash flow, our money come in and out, in and out, in and out. So the movement is very active. So wealth palace is yang. Okay, everyone got it? I still miss anything or not?
No more. Yes, Joyce, you can continue.
Okay, so beside yin and yang, we further differentiate the palaces into internal and external palaces, like this. So internal palaces means what? Internal palaces mean the things that influence us the most. So any enhancer situation inside internal palaces will have direct influence on us. Okay, so internal palace is what? Is our life palace, our wealth palace, our health palace, our career palace, and property palace. If you change it into number, it will be 1, 5, 9, this is 6, this is 10. So it's 1, 5, 6, 9, and 10 is our internal palace. So other than that, all will be our external palace, like this, external palace. Okay, remember this concept, internal and external is very important because anything that change in internal palaces will affect us more. So it's good to see look enhancer, the flow enhancer, quan enhancer, the power enhancer, and the ke enhancer in our internal palaces. If these 3 good enhancer is mostly in external palaces, then that means a lot of things you need to depend on others to get success. Okay, if your ji is in your internal palace, meaning you put a lot of effort in yourself. But if your ji is in external palace, that means you put a lot of effort in serving other or please other. Okay, let's say your flow enhancer is in your travel palace. Travel palace is internal or external? External, right? Then you will have a lot of opportunity in travel, and success in life come easier if you keep on using the travel palace, if you keep on need to go outstation, something like that. Okay, don't worry, I will give you the detail of Lu Quan Ke Ji in different palaces soon. Okay, don't be eager to know, I will tell you later. Okay, but before that, there are one more basic concept that is important in ZWDS. It's called 3 combo and 4 directional. So what is 3 combo and 4 directional? It's basically, it's like a triangle. It's a triangle. So it's 1, 5, 9. It's like a 3 harmony plus 1 palace, which is opposite. That is 3 combo and 4 directional. Okay? Why is important? Because if you have no enhancer, for example, no enhancer in your life palace, but both of your wealth and career palace are nice, have Lu or Quan in these 2 palaces, then these 2 palaces able to shine your life, able to help in your life, because the things that come into wealth and career, you will be able to get 50% energy from it. Okay, 50% energy from the combined palace. Okay, so 3 combo is actually 3 harmony plus 1 more palace that is opposite you. You will form 3 combo and 4 directional. So why the travel palace is important? Because travel palace is situated opposite us. So if your travel palace is good, you get only 20% because it's external palace. But if the travel palace is bad, then it will clash you. So opposite palace also important. Okay, you need to understand this basic concept first. So when you go deeper, you will know how to apply the knowledge later, okay? Do you still remember how we derive 陆权科技? We derive based on this formula, this multiplicational table, like the table that we need to memorize during our mathematics class last time. Okay, I shared these tables before during my last review. Okay, this you need to keep a copy near to you so that you can refer it when you need it. Okay, so to determine the birth enhancer, you need to refer to your birth year. For example, these people, you see, you born in what? Born in Gen year. So Gen is here. So 100, this is Gen year. So you refer to the formula. Gen will make 太阳 become flow enhancer, 路 enhancer. Will make 武曲 become power enhancer, 权 enhancer. Will make 太阴 become ke, flame enhancer. And the negative enhancer will be in 天同. So you see, 路 green color is with 太阳. Blue color, 武曲. Yellow color, 太阴. Red color, 天同. So birth enhancer is labeled as square box inside the chart plotter. Okay. Now we look at the other example. So these people also born in Gen year. So the birth enhancer is the same, but the location of the star is different. So you see, where is 太阳? The green color 太阳 you see is here. 武曲 blue color here. 太阴 yellow color here. 天同 red color here. You able to get it? Now, I give you another example. This one, born in Sin. This is Sin, Sin year. So Sin, you need to refer to this formula. Okay, Sin will make 巨门 become green color, 路 权 power into 太阳, ke flame into 文曲, ji is with 文昌. So you see, 巨门 is here, green color. 太阳 is here, blue color. 文曲 yellow color here. 文昌 red color here. So later on, when I explain about birth loop, birth trend, birth curve, and birth T enhancer, you focus on the square box. You focus on the star of the square box. You don't see the other. You don't see those arrow, those blue arrow, green circular arrow. You don't see. You just focus on the box. Okay. So, like for example, here you see, you focus on the box only. Focus on 天同, focus on the red color box with 连针. Follow the just focus on the box. You don't bother about the circular arrow, the straight arrow or what. Okay. Okay. What is the meaning of birth enhancer? Any one of you still remember what are the keyword for birth loop enhancer for loop? What are the keyword for loop? I shared with you before. Anyone still remember? I think I've shared the keywords with you twice previously. Now it's time to test you whether you were concentrating in the class or not. Yes, Dean, prosperous. Natalie, smooth, yes. Happy, Stella, happy. Yes. So keywords for loop is prosperous, which means a lot, smooth, big, a lot of opportunity, optimistic, can be talkative, loving, caring. So when we put look, birth look in life palace, what does it mean? People with birth look in life palace usually is clever, they are expressive, they are carefree, they have good luck, good temper, no need to worry about food and basic necessity because their life is smooth. Who has a birth look in life palace? Anyone has birth look in life palace? No one. Okay, look in life palace actually doesn't mean that they are good in speech, but they can talk a lot. If you really to go near to them and chat with them, they were quite generous to tell you things that they know. They are generous and helpful to people also. So if you want to ask money from this kind of people, they will willingly borrow their money to you, but they won't borrow all. If they have, they will give. Okay, unless they are poor and have nothing to give. Okay, actually it's quite easy to mingle with people with birth look in life palace. Choi Ying Xuan, Tai Ying birth look in life palace, very good, very good. Robert, you need to focus on the green box, green square box. Then you will find your birth look. Where's your birth look? Okay. People with life palace has look, birth look. Usually, they won't keep things in their heart for a very long time. If they are happy or sad or angry, they will let go the emotion easily. They still will angry and mad at people, but the angry is not into their heart, and it won't be kept inside for too long. Okay, and if they make people angry, also they don't care as long as they themselves happy. Okay, if compared to Ji in birth Ji in life palace appear to be stubborn and selfish. They tend to hold emotion longer. So if they angry at you, they can angry for a long period of time. They keep things longer. Okay. Next is siblings birth look. Look in siblings means good relationship with mother and siblings. Very good affinity with mother and siblings, and can help each other also because look means love, a very lovely relationship. Okay, it can also mean you have a lot of siblings because look means a lot. It can also mean siblings are fat, happy, has good social relationship. Okay, you no need to worry about your siblings and your mother. Okay, usually, if your sibling palace has enhancer like Lu, Quan, or Ji, then usually you won't be the only child in the family. And we like to see Lu because it means smooth and good. Okay, since your sibling palace is good, then they able to bring you a lot of good luck, good deal to you. So generally, if you want to partner with your mother or siblings to do business, usually won't have any major problem. But for detail, we still need to see our decade later. Okay. Next, who has spouse palace birth look? Just now, I think there's someone with spouse palace birth look. I forgot it's who. And spouse palace birth look can mean very good luck in relationship. Easily find boyfriend or girlfriend. Fall in love in a very young age. Okay, you no need other people to help to find you a spouse because you are born with good luck in relationship. Okay, you can find yourself. Okay, very easy for you to find. And after marriage, your life tends to be better or richer. it doesn't mean you will marry a rich spouse, but the potential of you become rich after marriage is higher. Okay. Usually, you will have a lot of lover, even though. Who open room? Then you open room.
No problem. No. Because there's another student without putting the real name. So Phyllis is bringing this person to the breakout room and check.
Oh, okay. Because it popped up.
Okay.
So it popped up. Okay. Just now I said birth fluid in spouse. So people with birth fluid in spouse, they have a lot of lover. Although their face is not handsome or not pretty, they still have a lot of admirer. Because this look is given to you by the God. You're born with it. Okay? And usually they tend to marry, people see their spouse is clever, wise, and healthy. But this doesn't mean that people with spouse have birth fluid will definitely have happy ending marriage. Because what? Because beside means lovely, it also means a lot of spouse, a lot of peach blossoms. So when your spouse has fluid, is either you like to flirt people or people like to flirt you. So it's still your decisions whether you want to accept this kind of peach blossom or not. Okay? Or Jaren very envy, jealous of people we have who have birth fluid in spouse, is it? Okay, next is children palace birth fluid. Birth fluid in children means good affinity with children. Tell me, your children luck is very good. Okay, usually very easy to get children, and very young age, if you want to get children, you can easily have it, and you can easily have 3 children or more. But nowadays, because we do a lot of prevention, so not really lah. But last time when people see that a birth fluid in children palace, usually they will have a lot of children. Okay, if you are a female, it's very easy for you to get pregnant. Remember, children palace also means what? Children palace also means sex, because no sex, how to have baby? So people with birth fluid in children, they like children and they like sex. Okay, their children are clever. Usually, the children will make them proud lah. They are good affinity with children and junior. Okay, tell me, relationship with doctor very good, right? So wealth palace have birth fluid. So fluid means love. In wealth palace means love money very much. But this doesn't mean they are a stingy person. Instead, they like to spend. They like to spend to enjoy life. They have a lot of idea in earning money. They can have multiple source of income, but they think only, not necessarily they will take action to start a business, because look means they want to earn in relaxed way, in smooth way. They don't want to put in too much effort. Okay, their money luck very good, so money come to them easily. No need to put a lot of physical hard work to earn money. Usually, they will do paperwork or do job that use their mind, use their knowledge, and use their wisdom to earn money. They basically don't like to do work which need a lot of physical strength, such as what? Work under hot suns or need to sweat a lot. They don't like. Okay. Jaren, you have birth fluid in wealth, is it? Okay, health palace. If you have birth fluid in health palace, you like to enjoy. Okay, people with fluid in health palace, preferably to be a bit fat, or need to like to eat and enjoy good food. Enjoy good food like eating oyster lah. Okay, they are basically happy-go-lucky persons. That's why people say when you're happy, you will be fat. You know, some people say when your body is easily fat, then even you drink water, also you will be fat. This is typically this kind of people. They are happy and they get fat easily. They can't resist the temptation of good food. Who have who have birth low in health? Come, let's go eat. Eat steamboat, or Joseph had it. Dr. Bora also have it. A lot of people have it. Come, we can go eat. Come, I know one seafood restaurant very nice. I will bring you go. They won't resist this kind of invitation. So if you have birth look in health, but you are not fat or chubby, then you need to do body checkup always, because we scared something growing inside, because you are thin. So you're supposed to be fat, but you're thin, so we scared something growing inside. So you need to do body checkup if you're not fat. Okay. Travel Palace birth look. If you have Travel Palace birth look, means you are happy when you go outside, because look is in Travel Palace, and you have a lot of travel opportunity. You like to go out always since small, like a very wild kids, like to go out to explore the nature. Okay, people with birth look in travel is advisable for them to go study or work in overseas, or at least in places that are far away from their hometown. Not necessarily different country, but at least different city or different state. Okay, your overall luck will be smoother if you work in place outside your hometown, because look is in your Travel Palace. So you need to go out to get the look, to get the smoothness. Okay, you can still stay with your family, but in a new city. Okay, you will find that if you do that, you will have a lot of opportunity and have a bigger platform for you to show your talents. And you will be able to meet a lot of friends or senior or noblemen that will help you and benefit you. Okay. Now, look in France Palace. Look means a lot. In France Palace means a lot of friends. So means your friends are good. You love your friends, and you're very generous to friends. Able to get help from friends. Okay. Has a lot of social activities with friends. Okay. Now, birth look in career. So your good luck, your smoothness is with your career. And look means big. So when you have birth look in your career, you wanted to do something big, but in easy way. You want some flexible job, but in big scale. Okay. If you study also, you tend to study in a relaxed way. So you are clever and smart in working. Okay. Actually, when you have look in career, means your benefit in your career quite good. Okay. But the disadvantage is look means you want something easy. You want something easily. So although you want some big achievement in life, but they still not suitable to become a big boss in a company, because we prefer to see the power in career. So if you have power in Career Palace, you can become the big boss of the company. Okay. Next is birth look in Property Palace. Anyone has birth look in Property Palace? Since it's property, it can mean the house you stay is big or have big land for you to run. Not necessarily the property, Elaine. The property not necessarily must be owned by you or your family. It can be you stay inside there. Okay. Since you have look in your property, you have potential to own a lot of property. So I think Elaine should have a lot of property. And people with birth loop in property, also they tend to have good relationship with family member, because property also means our family. Okay. Adora Wong. Yes, each person only have one loop, one birth loop, one birth trend, one birth curve, and one birth T. These four things is given by universe, and it's fair. Everyone got one only. One birth loop, one birth trend, one birth curve, and one birth T. Okay? Next is mental palace birth loop. Okay? Mental palace birth loop means the person is happy since small. They are optimistic. And mental palace also means your hobby. So they will spend for enjoyment, but they won't overspend because it's loop. Okay, they will pay extra attention in terms of quality of life, quality of the item that they use, because they like to enjoy. And also, since mental palace, it means your hobby. So usually they have a variety of interests. They have a lot of hobby, but they not really focus and master it, because they won't do it persistently, because loop means I feel like do it, then I will do it. If I feel like it's too tired, then I will stop. Okay, they won't force themselves to do it because they want easy. They want easy way. Anyone has birth loop in mental? Natalie, do you have a lot of interest and learn a lot of knowledge? Yes, right? So, and one good thing about people who has birth loop in mental, they have very good indirect wealth luck. Meaning, they just need to put a little effort, then they're able to earn a lot of money than they deserve. They can buy like Toto 4D or something. Okay? Or so lucky, they heard about some investment scheme and they fast go buy. And they're able to earn money from that. Whereas other people also heard about the same scheme, maybe buy at different timing and they lost money. But people with mental birth loop has this kind of good luck. Okay? The term and condition is your birth loop must not have Qi inside in your mental palace, because Qi will spoil the birth loop. Okay? If Qi appear together with birth loop inside the mental palace, this person will become emotional, moody, and tends to be stubborn also. Okay? Now, lastly, as parent palace. If you have birth loop in parent palace, means your parents are good. They are open-minded and communicable, especially your father. Sometimes people see your father palace is good, or parents palace is good. They will say you born in rich family. It can be after you born, your father condition become better. Okay, you have good affinity with senior and strong affinity with father. Okay. No. Now, so I have finished explain the meaning of birth loop in all palaces. Generally, this is the meaning for birth loop. As you learn more advanced along the way, then you will discover more meaning about each palaces. Okay. Actually, I don't like to teach meaning of birth loop, because a lot of people always feel that is not accurate. You know why? This is because people always take things for granted. They don't appreciate what is the good things that they own. Let's say when you see a person has career birth loop and you say, wow, you have very smooth career. You no need to worry about losing your job. You definitely will find a job easily. Your job is so easy. But people always think this is not correct, because they always think that their job is shitty. They have a lot of work to do and very troublesome. Now, you tell me, what is the job in the world that doesn't have stress at all. Every job will have stress, okay? And when you see, let's say, when you see people with birth loop in siblings, and you say, hey, your relationship with mother and siblings are very good, very harmonious, and you can play with them around happily. The child owner also would think not accurate, because they think that having a harmonious relationship with mother and siblings is very normal. They didn't treat this as gifted things. They think that they no need to highly appreciate it, because they think that it should be like that. So actually, after you see where is your birth loop located, you actually need to appreciate the good luck, appreciate the good energy that gifted to you in particular palaces. Because birth loop is something given by the universe. It's with us since the day we born. So we may think that that advantages is just a normal things that you should own. Okay? Since now you already know where's your birth loop, so you need to appreciate it, then you will be able to attract more positive energy, positive event in your life. Okay? Now, for birth trend enhancer. So do you roughly catch how I interpret the meaning for each palaces? For meaning of birth trend, do you think you can do it yourself? Actually, it's very easy, because you just need to put the keyword of trend in each palaces. Okay, then from there, you're able to get the meaning. Do you still remember what are the keyword for trend? What are the keyword for trend? Natalie Strong, Noridin power, yes. Dean dominant, yes. Yes. Yes, control, Lillian. Very good. So when your birth trend is in life palace, then you are a dominant, hardworking, very opinionated, very dominant person, where you like to control everything. You are very proactive in everything. It's very unlikely that you see a person with birth trend and life palaces will be a lazy person. They usually are very willing to be hardworking and put effort to achieve something that they want in their life. And they have their very own way to see things and interpret things. Even if people advise them, they will process it first. They will put their own opinion and think first. They won't follow blindly. So this is kind of advantages where you have birth trend in your life palace. Okay? But if your husband or wife have birth trend in life palace, then it's very hard for you to persuade them to accept your idea. You know why? Because they are very opinionated. So it's quite hard to persuade them. Okay. Next, who has birth trend in sibling palace? When you have birth trend in siblings, your relationship with your mother or sibling is a bit cold and rigid. The feeling is a bit lonely, because we don't like to see trend in relationship palaces. Okay, you have mother and sibling, but not so good in relationship. The communication with them only when necessary. You cannot feel warm from that. Or in another way to explain it, you can say your mother or siblings has the trend characteristic. It can mean your mother is very capable, very opinionated, very dominant, maybe a bit fierce from your point of view. a lot of decisions making is on her hand. She control you a lot, control you in terms of social circle, your thinking, your behavior, etc. So to communicate with your mother or siblings, you need to have supporting document. Okay, you need to have some facts and number with you to get what you want. So you need to convince them. You need to do a lot of background search. So you need to present to them. Okay, this one, if I get this, I will become what? If I get this, I will become what? So you need to get this kind of fact and figures to convince them. It's a bit tiring, but it also will help you to become a better person. Okay. Next, who has birth trend and spouse palace? As we know, spouse palace govern relationship. Selena. So when we see trend in spouse, meaning we tend to attracted by people who is capable, dominant, opinionated, and has very clear mission and vision in life. Very responsible, because trend means responsible. Very strong character person. Is a bit fierce. Your spouse may be a bit fierce, but you will like, because love is blind. Selena, are you married? Is your husband fierce? When you have a very strong and capable spouse, is it good? Is it good? Strong and capable. Do you like? Usually, people don't like to see trend in spouse because they will define it as a lonely and cold relationship with spouse. Because your spouse tends to control you a lot. Order you to do this, order you to do that. Actually, if your spouse is capable, you can make use of his ability to benefit you. For example, your husband maybe is the CEO of the company, and you become his helper, so you need to listen to him. From outside, people still respect you as Mrs. CEO. Just that you yourself may be a bit lonely and unhappy and stressed with your spouse. And when you have birth trend in your spouse, you have very strong opinions in selecting your girlfriend or boyfriend. And when you have trend there, you don't like people to interfere you with your selections because you have your own thinking and opinion there. Okay? Actually, when you see trend in spouse, it's either you like to control your spouse or your spouse like to control you. And think like this, people who care about you will control you. If they don't care about you, then they won't control you. So from the good side, you can say your spouse is a responsible person. So think it from a positive way. Okay, when you have trend, birth trend in children palace, what does it mean? You can put the trend characteristic to describe your children. So you can say your children is dominant, has a personal point of view, very clever, very active, very independent, and so on. And when a child is too clever, we always see the child a bit naughty. And since you have trend in your children, you also tend to control your children and restrict them. And your way of educating children is strict and stern. Maybe you set a very high requirement in your children. The way you bring up your children is very strict. Let's say now, 9 o'clock, you must go to sleep. Totally cannot eat candy, cannot play iPad, cannot run, must sit straight, must have this, must have that. You tend to be like that. You tend to set a standard for your kids to follow, which make your relationship a bit rigid and cold. Never mind, it's okay. There is no right or wrong in the way of bringing up a child. different people has their own way to bring up their child. Okay, in olden days, when we see a trend, above trend in child, we can say you tend to beat your children, you tend to cane your children, educate your children using physical punishment, because in olden days, the education style was different. They will use a cane or extreme physical punishment, such as what? Tie to the tree and use the belt to hit the children. The purpose is to teach the children to become disciplined and obedient. This is true because during my father era, my grandfather, very strict and fierce. He really tie his kid to the tree and hit using wooden stick or belt. And my grandmother will secretly send water and food for her children. Then after a few hours, then only release them. So my father told me all this, his childhood story. But nowadays, the practice is different. Even you use a ruler or a cane to punish your children, people will say you torture your kid, you abuse. So you will end up in jail or police station. So nowadays, when we see trend in children, we can only say you are strict to your children or has high requirement in your children. Okay. Next is trend in wealth. Birth trend in wealth. Birth trend in wealth means you want to take control of your money. Take control of your cash flow. So usually you would like to start out a business and earn your own money so that you can control your money flow. You tend to put a lot of effort in earning money. So stress is definitely because everything about wealth also you want to control. You don't like the feeling of giving others to in charge of your money, to control your money. You will monitor your cash flow closely. Actually, if you have trend in wealth, this is a very good entrepreneur chart. Okay, but whether you will take initiative to start up your own business or not, it depends on personal view, and also we need to see a life cycle. Okay. Next, who has birth trend in health palace? Anyone have birth trend in health palace? If you have, Ellen can see your body. When you have birth trend in health, meaning your body is active, is strong, very hardworking. Everything also like to do it yourself. It can mean you like to do exercise to train out your body, like you like to go gym to train out your six pack. So Ellen, do you have six packs? Do you have it? Tan Chuang Fo also have. Do you have six packs? No, because you eat too much. Are you a hardworking person? And then, beside children palace, health palace, this health palace can also refer to sex life also. Okay? Okay, Alice, listen to Jaren. From now onward, you need to go gym more often and train out your six packs. Okay? When you have birth trend in your travel palace, what does it mean? It means you can easily gain power if you go out or do some work that you need to always travel or always go overseas or always outstations from a place far from your hometown. Okay, you can, if you don't want to go places far away, you can actually do something related to international work, such as what? Become a translator for Portuguese or Spanish, then it also will very good. So you do something related to international. Okay. France Palace has birth trend, which means what? it can mean you can easily know friends who has power, because power is with your friends. Okay, you can actually utilize this power in connecting with this kind of friends to help you to gain your success in life. Okay, since it's trend, as I said earlier, we don't like to see trend in relationship related palaces. So if you have trend here, your relationship with friends is a bit formal, not kind of those BFF that really very close. It's kind of formal relationship that has underlying agenda, I would say. But not bad. At least you spend time in friend to get something to learn. Maybe you get you mix with your friend a lot because you want to learn something, or because you want to deal some business with them. So it's good also because you just not only have a bunch of friends who only know how to play and spend money. Okay, you have trend in friends. You may a bit antisocial because you will need to push yourself, force yourself to put effort in social and mingle with people. But you can do it because your power is in your friends palace. You can actually utilize it to know friends with high social status, with power. Okay. Next is career palace birth trend. So Tammy has it. So when you have birth trend in your career, putting the all the keywords for trend, you can see you are a very capable person in work. You can climb up corporate ladder. We like to see trend in wealth and career. So in career, you can hold some power and lead people in terms of your work. You have very strong character when you do work, and you're willing to put effort in achieving your goal. Well, Pierre, Nina, Chantal all have strength and career. Very good. Very good. So usually you would like to take control of everything in your job. So you prefer to supervise your project closely. You are a very diligent and responsible person in work. Stay-home mom got what power? Power on your children. Because if you don't have job, then you have trend in your career palace. So if your job is take care of the children, then it's power on your children. Okay. Who has birth trend in property? Birth trend, Lillian. Very good. When you have birth trend in property, very good. Because if you have birth trend in your property, it means in your life, you able to own at least 2 property or more. If not, also you tend to own 1 property, which is very big and expensive. And since birth trend is in your property, trends mean hardworking, put effort. So you tend to put effort in getting a property. Okay. Some people they don't want to have bonds, so they don't want to buy a property. But if you have trend in property, you will definitely put effort in getting one. Okay. Now is mental palace birth trend. Palace 11 has birth trend. When you have mental palace birth trends, it means your thinking is dominant. You have a very strong mindset. Although you don't appear to be dominant from your image, but actually in inner heart, you are a dominant person. People who work with you and stay with you after some time definitely will notice your dominant character. You are actually very opinionated and have very strong set of value in your mind, where other people won't able to change your thought or influence you easily. Okay. Who have birth trend in parent palace? Who has birth trend in parent palace? No one? Alexandra, do you think that your parents are very strict and cool? Joseph, Natalie, Eden, do you think that your parents are strict? Yes, yes. So your parents very dominant, always try to control you and interfere what you are doing. Okay, you will feel that when you have birth trend in your parents' palace. So you tend to have parents who has very strong character, very dominant, very confident of themselves, and they appear to be very powerful persons in your life. Okay, now we have learned the meaning of birth loop and birth trend in each palaces. We will stop a while for now. Then we will continue come to birth curve after the break. I pass to Dan.
Okay, great. Thank you, Joyce. Well, because from this slide, we can see the word accumulation, and there's also water here. So yeah, it means when we combine these two, means accumulation of water in our body. So I think it's time now for us to go to toilet. Let's go for time, 5 minutes toilet break. And just now we saw some students asking about the chart, right? Later on after the break, we will show you in a quick manner about how to get your chart. All right. So let's go for 5 minutes toilet break, and we'll see you in 5 minutes. Okay, welcome back, everyone. Okay, actually later on, before we finish the class, we will show you how to get the chart. Actually, we have already sent this to the Telegram. So let me share you quickly how to get this chart. Okay, give us a moment. Okay. Okay, so I believe all of you can see my my screen here from my phone. Then just now about the setting. Okay, just click on the last one on the right bottom right. You see this icon? Okay, then you can choose this setting. So actually in the Telegram, we have already sent you this SOP. So the first step, I think the third step. So you just click on this one, ZWDS, choose this one. All right, and then you go to the second one, the pencil. And then you just need to key in your DOB. Yeah, very simple from here. You can just choose, let's say, if you are born in the year of 1988. Okay, 1988. And then if you are born in the month of June, just click June. Let's say choose the June. Yes, Brenny, you are right. We are all baby here. Okay, yeah, you are June, and then choose the date. Let's say you are 8th of June, 8th of June. Okay, and then you select the time. If you are born in around 4:50 p.m. All right, and then select the gender. If you are lady and you're boy, or if you're lady boy, yeah, so sorry, you can only choose this based on when you are born, then which gender you are. Okay, example, you choose female and then plot. Okay, there you go, your chart. Okay, yeah, so what Joyce just now mentioned. So if you want to know about this Lu or Chen or what, look at the box. Okay, let me see whether I can write or not. Okay, annotate. Now, if you want to know about your flow, birth flow, the Lu, let's look at Tan Lang here. This is the one. Okay, green color. And then if you want to know about birth chain, this is the birth chain. Okay, yeah, so as simple as this. But don't worry, if you still cannot get this, after the session today, we will stay here and guide you through how to get your chart. Okay, so we have already done with the birth flow, birth loop, and also birth chain. Now we will continue with the birth curve. So over to you, Joyce.
Okay. So welcome back, everyone. So just now we have explained about birth loop, birth trend. So now we will come to birth curve. So Ke is fame enhancer. So what are the keyword for Ke enhancer? Give me the keyword for Ke enhancer. Yes, Dean Gentle. Yes. Elaine Nobleman. Yes. Lillian Hope. Yes. Sophie Fame. Yes. Stella Polite. Yes. Chuni Nobleman. Yes. Yes. All of you are very clever. So it's Nobleman, famous, helpful, gentle, polite. So very good. You're able to know about it. So Ke energy is something that make the palace obvious. The meaning of Ke enhancer will change when it appear with other enhancer such as Lu, Xuan, and Ji. So now I will give you the meaning of both Ke first. Okay. If it appear together with another enhancer like Lu together with Ke, Xuan together with Ke, this I will cover tomorrow. Okay, we go step by step. Okay, don't worry. Okay, if you have both Ke in your life palace, means you are soft spoken, polite, you are reasonable, educated, and good manner persons. You won't be too dominant or stubborn. You always listen to others and think before speak. You won't be rude in speaking and always very polite. When you want to comment on other people, also you do it in a very polite way. You are very careful in handling all the stuff. So usually the opinion that you voice out is reasonable or with some support behind. You won't be boastful or simply over describe the things. Okay, and anyone has birth Ke in life palace? You know why I asked? Because Carol, because people say people with birth Ke in life palace usually are beautiful and handsome, are nice. So can you on your camera and show everyone your nice face? Is it lag? Got lag or not? No, right? I didn't say it's lag. Am I lagging? No, okay. So Ke means what? Ke means nobleman. So when Ke appear in your life palace, means you have a lot of noblemen in life. So when you have trouble, you will find someone to help you. You were able to find the solutions. Actually, besides waiting for people to offer help to you, you have the potential to be other people noblemen too. Because when you light up lamp for someone else, it will also brighten your path too. Okay. Birth Ke and sibling palace. So means your mother and siblings are your noblemen. They are helpful. They are gentle and reasonable. They will help when you have trouble. Ke also means education. So from outside, people see your mothers and siblings are soft, educated, and very easy to communicate. So spouse palace have birth Ke. The meaning of a birth Ke in spouse also carry the similar meaning. You tend to attracted by spouse who is polite, gentle, beautiful, reasonable, and soft spoken. But actually, we don't like to see Ke in spouse. Because Ke means what? Ke means nobleman. We don't like to see third person in spouse palace. Because we don't like help from other people in managing our spouse. So Ke can mean third party. Okay, it doesn't necessarily mean your spouse will have someone outside. It can mean a lot of people will help you in searching your spouse. Like people will like to introduce you a potential girlfriend or boyfriend, something like that. Okay. Who has a birth curse in children palace? Okay. Curse in children palace can mean your children are well behaved, educated, polite, soft spoken, very good manner. You know, nowadays people keep on posting their kids video in Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and other social media platform. So all this is fame enhancer. So this can mean your children is famous too. You can gain some fame due to your children. Okay, so if you have birth curse in your children palace, means your children activity and behavior are obvious. So you look at those famous kids YouTuber that do toys review. Is it Ryan? Ryan, very famous YouTuber. His parents make him become so famous worldwide. Yeah, Ryan toys review. So if you have it, you can consider to make your children famous too. Okay. Birth curse in Wealth Palace. Anyone have birth curse in Wealth Palace? There are a school in Taiwan saying that if you have curse in your wealth, you tend to lose your money. You tend to lose your money because your money is obvious to people. Now, I want to tell you, this concept is wrong. It's not correct. Totally wrong. Although we don't like to see curse in wealth, it doesn't mean lost money. We don't like to see curse in wealth is because wealth palace means ability of spending money. We just don't like noble people who is third party to come to help us in spending our money. Okay, it's not about losing money. Okay, instead, if you have birth curse in your wealth palace, you are gentle and careful in spending money. The way you earn money is kind of slow and steady. You tend to watch out your expenses and try to control your cash flow and do proper financial management and planning. Okay, and when you run out of money and become very poor, nobleman help will appear. They will help you. The amount of help that they offer, it won't be big amount, but sufficient to cover your expenses. Okay. Who has birth curse in health palace? Can see your face. People who has birth curse in wealth palace, because people okay, people with birth curse in wealth naturally will have a slim and slender body, but after getting older, our hormone and our age factor can modify the energy that born with us. So although you have curse in health, you may become fat too. Okay, and if you have curse in health, it doesn't mean that you won't get sick. It just means that when you get sick, you're able to find noblemen to help to cure the sickness, which you're able to find a good doctor to treat you, and there is someone there to take care of you if you are sick. And you will notice that because curse is slow and steady energy. So when you put in health, you will notice that people with birth curve taking care of their health well. They like to seek for medical advice. They like to see doctor. When their body have minor signs, they already start seeking for medical advice. So maybe when they feel that they sweat a lot, why I sweat a lot? So they will see maybe something got problem, so they will straight away go see doctor, although it's just a minor problem. So even not to get pay money to have clinic appointment, they will ask their medical doctor for advice. Okay. If you have birth curve in travel palace, it doesn't indicate whether you have a lot of opportunity in travel or not, because curve energy is something gentle and slow and steady. So it means that when you go out and you got lost or you got some emergency, you tend to find the correct person to guide you to the correct road. You tend to find helpful people that willing to help you out. That's all. Or you want to go out, there are people willing to become your driver and fetch you. Brandy, Sina, you have it. Okay. Next is birth curve in Friends Palace, which means most of her friends are soft-spoken, gentle, polite, educated, reasonable. All the keywords for birth curve you can put inside, and they're willing to help you when you are in trouble. Okay. Who have birth curve in career? People who has Dalina, you have birth curve in career. People who has birth curve in career, they tend to find noblemen in their job. There will be someone in your workplace willing to guide you and teach you sincerely, or able to help you in promotion. I want to ask those people who has birth curve in career palace, Dalina, Jaren, are you good in your study? Do you score well in your exam? Do you score well in your exam? Because, why I ask this? Because Ke means fame enhancer. And in olden days, after you study, you will go for exam. Dalina Jo, primary school, yes. Huh? You will go for exam, a royal exam. And if you pass the exam, you will become famous. That's why people say, if you have birth curve in career palace, you tend to be excellent in study or famous due to your project or the core job that you do. But there are people who has birth curve in career wasted their potential because they don't know they have these advantages. They may be famous in school due to something bad. Okay, because curve makes things obvious. So when people see curve in your career, that means the things that you do daily tends to be obvious. People will see it. And as I say, curve also means education, because when you're doing teaching, you need to show out your knowledge. You need to expose the knowledge that you know to everyone. I have birth curve in my career palace, and I was famous with my academic result in primary and secondary school. And I'm also very good in teaching last time. I started to do one-to-one home tuitions during my secondary school. And my students were not from the top class, meaning they are not the top students. My students were all from E class, the weaker class. But after I taught them, they become B class. And their parents were very happy with my teaching. So I'm glad to see a huge progress in my students. And in Malaysia, last time there are a few important examinations which will influence you whether you can continue your study in secondary school, or you need to study one extra year before progress to the next stage in secondary school. Do you remember UPSR? So that time, there were one family, they heard that I score well in the exam and can teach very well. So they heard about me 2 weeks before the exam. And they wanted me to help their daughter by giving intensive tuition in 2 weeks' time. I accepted that offer, and their daughter was also E-class student. Yeah. During that 2 weeks, I gave her 2 hours tuition in alternate day. I taught her the tips to answer the exam questions. In the end, the result come out. She got B in those subjects that is crucial for her to enter secondary school without studying extra year. So the parents were so happy. And for them, it was a miracle because their daughter never scored a B before. So I know my birth curve in my career palace is very strong. So besides searching noblemen to help us in career, we can actually become other people noblemen too. We can actually use our strength to help other people. So along the way you study your Chinese metaphysics and you realize your strength, remember to utilize your strength. Don't waste it. Okay? Next is birth curve in property palace. Who has birth curve in property palace? When you have birth curve in property palace, property means family. So your family relationship is very peaceful because your family tends to be reasonable, able to communicate well, very polite to each other. Because curve means slow and steady, means gentle. You tend to have a property which is moderate, which is just nice to fit your whole family. It won't be too big or too small, but very clean and neat. So very good environment, very good study environment. Okay. Next, who has birth curve in mental? People who has birth curve in mental, they think very rationally. Result is important that it's impossible that you don't have any curve in any palace. Each person will have one birth loop, one birth trend, one birth curve, and one birth G. So you search for the yellow square box for birth curve. Okay. So now I continue. Mental birth curve. Mental birth curve people, they won't have much desire or very ambitious because their mind is very calm and peace. Their thinking is also moderate, and for them, they think that as long as the life is too bad, no need to not too bad, no need to worry about food and basic necessity. Then it's nice. It's enough. Okay. Lastly, is parents' palace birth curve. Who has parents' palace birth curve? If compared to parents' palace birth trend just now, parents' palace birth curve actually very good. Because if your parents' palace have birth curve, means your parents are gentle, reasonable, educated, and polite people. So they appear to be a very noble person. And from your point of view, because it's in your chart, so from your point of view, your parents are emotionally stable. They have stable career. And second, if you have birth curve in your parent palace, you tend to be famous too, because it is a fame enhancer, and parent palace is part of your brightness line. You don't know what is brightness line yet, because I will explain to you tomorrow. Okay. Now we have covered birth loop, birth trend, birth curve, and the meaning of birth seed in each individual palaces I have already covered during first review. And inside the first preview, I also teach you how to manage your Ji. So it's important for you to watch back the first preview, the replay for the first preview, so that you don't miss something important. For now, I will give you the brief notes for the meaning of birth Ji in different palaces, because I scared some of you may miss the first preview. But for detailed meaning, you still need to go back to watch the replay. How to overcome your Ji and so on, you need to watch back the replay. I will cover birth Ji very fast because I already explained before, so I will cover it very fast. Okay. Generally, when you have birth Ji in your life palace, you tend to experience a lot of shitty events in your life. It may be due to your character problem. And if you are female and you have tying birth Ji in your life palace, birth Ji in your life palace, this is a self-punishment chart for female only. Okay, female has tying self-punishment chart. Okay, where you need to endure a lot of hardship in life, and during your childhood you sick frequently and it's very hard to take care of you, or your relationship with your family not so good, a big weak in family affinity. Same goes to male who has Taiyang birth Ji in life palace. These two, Taiyang and Taiying with birth Ji. If your Taiyang don't have birth Ji, don't worry, it's not a self-punishment chart. Okay. Generally, people who has birth Ji in life palace, they look gloomy. You can see they have a lot of worry. They have a knot in their heart. You need to unlock the knot in your heart, then only you can solve your problem if you have birth Ji in your life palace. Okay? When you have birth Ji in sibling palace, it means what? Your mother and your siblings appear to be problematic to you. It's either your mother and siblings are too stubborn and create a lot of problem to you, or your affinity with them is not so good. Generally, they are not too helpful, okay, to you. If your birth Ji appear in spouse palace, you tend to have problematic relationship. You tend to attracted by someone who is very stubborn or has own unique way of thought, which may create a lot of trouble to you. So you need to spend a lot of time and energy handling your spouse issue. Or it's hard for you to find a suitable peach blossom to be your spouse. Okay. Number 4 is children palace. So when your birth Ji appear in children palace, anyone still remember what is the meaning of birth Ji in children palace? Anyone still remember? No one remember. No one remember, is it? When birth Ji appear in your children palace, meaning your children give you trouble. You overly care about your children. It's hard to educate your children. Okay? When your birth Ji appear in your wealth palace, is it mean bankruptcy? Is it mean bankruptcy? Birth Ji in wealth palace, is it mean bankruptcy? Am I hang or no one answer me? Yes, Dean, Nina. Yes, you are correct. Lilia, you are correct. No, it doesn't mean bankruptcy. Very good. A lot of you pay attention in the class. Birth Ji in wealth palace means there are problems in your wealth. It's either problem with money income or money spending. It's either you spend more than you earn, or it's very hard for you to find a job with a high pay. You tend to spend extra hard work in earning money. That means you need to be very, 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 very hardworking. Very, very hardworking, then only you can earn the money. Okay? Earning money is not easy if you have birth Ji in wealth palace. Okay. If birth T is in your health palace, as long as you keep yourself thin, then you shouldn't have big problems. Okay. Your body condition is not good, but it is not necessarily will be a serious illness. Okay. If your birth T in travel palace, meaning you tend to face problems when you go out, it's either your car breakdown or your transport breakdown, or if you take public transport, you lost your ticket, you lost your card, you tend to face more obstacles when you travel. Okay. If your birth T is in your friend palace, meaning your friend gives you a lot of problems, you overly care for your friend. You have bad affinity with friend because you overly care for the friend. The things that your friend do, the word that they commented on you, all this influence you a lot. So you need to manage your friendship carefully. Okay? If your birth T is in your career palace, meaning you always have a problem in your work. There are a lot of shitty work waiting for you to solve. And your working environment is not so good. You tend to face a lot of office politics. But for people with birth T, they are not lazy also. They tend to work hard and they can stay long in a company also. Birth T. Okay. If a birth T is in your property palace, then you always need to worry about your family. You always need to worry about your house. So your problem is with your property palace. You maybe tend to get a problematic house. Is either the house structure got problems or a house issue, or you have a family issue. That's why you need to put more time and energy in settling property problems. Okay. If your birth T is in mental palace, then your thought cause you a lot of problem because you are stubborn in your thinking and you're also very easily stressed out, very easily get stressed. So lastly, if your birth T is in your parents' palace, it can be your parents are stubborn, hard to communicate, and they create a lot of problems to you. Your affinity with them is not so great. Okay. Now, we have finished all the birth enhancer. Now, we come to self-enhancer. So birth enhancer is something that born with us. Self-enhancer is the circular arrow that you can find in your chart. That is self-enhancer. Okay, it's either green circular arrow, blue circular arrow, yellow or red circular arrow. Okay, self-enhancer is formed when the palace stem fly out something to the star inside the same palace. Okay. Birth enhancer that we learned earlier is more static and stable. Self-enhancer and outflow enhancer, both are more dynamic and both of it denote loss of something. Okay. We start with self-enhancer first. Okay. In this example, tell me, where are all the self-enhancer? Where are all the self-enhancer? Can you tell me? We start with self-enhancer. Health, wealth. Yes. Wealth here we have a self-trend. Why? How it's formed? I show you. You see here, Gen. Can you see here, Gen? So you go check the formula table. Gen is here. So Gen will fly, Quan power enhancer to Wu Qu. So you see, Wu Qu is situated inside the same palace. That's why a self-enhancer is formed. Self-Quan enhancer is formed. Okay? We come to this. You see, this time, Sin. So you go check the formula. Sin will fly a loop to Juman. Where is Juman? Juman is here. So it's within the same palace. So that's why self-enhancer is formed. Okay, where else? You see, children palace. Also I've seen, but this time is what? Seen will fly a blue color to Taiyang. So Taiyang is in the same palace. That's why the self-Quan enhancer is formed. You're able to get it? Able to get it? Understand? Understand how it formed? Piano, Stellano. Okay, never mind. You see, never mind. We see palace without self-enhancer. You see, Geng. So formula Geng is here. Geng will fly, look to Taiyang. So Taiyang is here. It's not same palace here. Taiyang is here. Geng will fly, Quan, the power enhancer to Wuqu. Where is Wuqu? Wuqu is here. It's not in the same palace. Then Geng will fly, Ke to Taiying. Where is Taiying? Taiying is here. Not in the same palace. That's why no Ke enhancer in travel palace. No self enhancer in travel palace. Okay? Now you check this Geng. Same formula. Okay? You see, it fly to Taiyang. So no, not inside this palace. It fly to Wuqu. Wuqu is in the same palaces as Geng. That's why the self-Quan enhancer is formed. Able to get it? Understand? Understand now? Why do we look at for Geng first? No, because I see here got enhancer, self-enhancer. I see here got self-enhancer. That's why I explain using these palaces. Okay? So it depends on what stem inside the palaces have self-enhancer. Then you go check. And actually, you no need to worry about the formula because I explain is for your understanding. The sign of self-enhancer already put it inside the chart. Circular arrow, that is self-enhancer. Okay.
Sorry, Joyce. Some students, they said they are lost. So can you repeat one more time and go with a slower manner?
Okay.
Thank you.
So we see children palace. Okay, we check children palace. Children palace have a self-Quan. Why only children palace have self-Quan? Because the stem here is Sin. So you check the Sin. Sin will fly a loop to Jumen. Will fly a power enhancer Quan to Taiyang. Sin will fly a flame enhancer, a Ke enhancer to Wenqu. Sin will make Wenchang become Ji, which is with Ji enhancer. So does any of these stars situated inside the same palace? Only Taiyang, right? Only Taiyang is in the same palace with Sin. So this Taiyang have self-Quan enhancer. Okay, now we come to wealth. Another example for wealth palace. Now this time the stem is Geng. So again, you check the formula. Geng is here. Geng will fly a loop enhancer to Taiyang. Fly a Quan with Wuqu. The Ke, the flame enhancer, is with Taiying. And the Ji, the negative enhancer, is with Tiantong. Any of these stars is situated inside the same palace as Geng, as this palace? Yes, right. Can you see Wuqu? Wuqu is here. That's why the self-Quan enhancer is formed. Understand or not? Friend, are you able to got it, Frank? Annie, got it? Got it, huh? Everyone got it? Yes, everyone got it, so we can proceed. Okay. So what are the meaning of self-enhancer? It carries the meaning of unstable, something that is volatile, is more aggressive than the birth enhancer. It usually denotes loss of something. It can be loss of something due to unable to stand the test or unable to overcome some challenges or unable to sustain. It sounds bad, but actually not. Actually, it's not bad. Okay, not everyone will have self-enhancer in the chart. Some might have a few, and some might don't have at all. So if you don't see a self-enhancer in your chart, don't worry, because not everyone will have it. Okay, not everyone will have it. Some people will have 3 or 4. Some people have 0. Okay. So what is the difference between self-loop, self-trend, and self-Z enhancer? Okay, self-loop, the green circular arrow, is something that you willingly lost. You willingly let go. The value of the loss is within your acceptance range. You won't feel any heart pain in giving it up. So you won't feel any burden to lose it. Naturally, you will happily give up without treating it as a loss. It's a good sign, actually. Okay. Whereas self-trend is something that you put effort to obtain it. You fight to get it, and attempt to get it. And after you got it, eventually you still lost in the end. It sounds bad, but actually it's not. Just like you fight hard to get a project. Then after you got it, you start to do all the work. You initiate all the plan and do a great proposal and everything. You plan everything very nice. Then halfway, you give it up to your subordinate or your other colleague to continue, to let them continue to follow up the project. It looks like you giving out your hard work result to your colleague, to somebody else. But actually, it's not something bad because you delegate the work even better after you give up. Okay, after you give up, you can fight for another new project. Not a bad thing after all. Okay. The one who is really bad is the self-Z enhancer, the red circular arrow. That is the bad one. Okay. Self-Z means loss of something that you really care. You forced to lose it. Who did not off the mic? Okay, you are not ready to let it go, but you forced to do so. The cost of losing it is much heavier than you thought. Okay, the loss is beyond your expectation and it's painful. So it's like a condition that you already run out of resources. And people come and still took it away, the remaining resources from you. Okay, it's like you are a poor fellow who lack of money. Your money only enough to sustain your basic life, basic things, and suddenly a thief broken into your house and took away all your money and all your belongings. Which these things will make your life even harder. Okay, so this is really inauspicious situations. Okay, but in certain conditions, this kind of loss can be beneficial. In what palace do you think is beneficial? You make a guess first, you think first, then later when I explain in detail, you will know which one is the correct answer. Okay, my question is, which palace do you think self-seed is beneficial when appear in which palace? Okay, you think first, then later I tell you the answer. Okay, why I didn't see Ke here? I didn't see self-Ke here. I explain to you why. Because Ke energy, as you know, is gentle. The energy is mild, it's slow and steady. If it's standing alone by itself, the energy is mild. So it makes things obvious only. So it's very hard to see whether it's suspicious or not, auspicious or not, by reading Ke alone. Okay? A lot of factors can change the meaning of Ke. And Ke is actually out of cosmic trinity because Ke is fame. We cannot control whether we will be famous or not. It's decided by the universe. There are a lot of singers who are very hardworking and can sing very well, still unable to be famous. So for Ke energy, we don't see individually. So I don't see self-Ke. So, but we will see when they have two enhancer. I will cover during tomorrow lesson when I explain the meaning of double enhancer. That means two enhancer appear together. Okay, and now I want to gently remind you of first, tomorrow class will be tough. So you get your mind ready for tomorrow. Really focus tomorrow, okay? Today class is not too hard, but tomorrow class I think is hard, okay? Talking about self-loop, self-trend, and self-seed enhancer is actually similar meaning to birth loop, birth trend, and birth seed enhancer. How to read the meaning of self-loop in different palaces? Actually, you also need to refer to the keyword of loop and the meaning of birth loop that we learned earlier, and add in the word loss inside. Okay, self-loop means willingly and happily loss of something. The loss is within your expectation. You won't feel pain for losing it. For example, self-loop in life palace disconnected. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can I? Because I got some sound. Okay, self-loop. You remember the meaning of birth loop? Elaine cannot hear me? Can I? Loop in life palace means clever, good luck. When self-loop in life palace means you yourself voluntarily, happily don't want to use your clever, don't want to show your clever. Okay, it's like when you were young, you were talkative, but after grow up, you feel lazy to talk and will only show your talkative character when necessary. This is meaning of self-loop. Or it can be you are very good in speech, but the content that you speak is nonsense, where you like to tell lame jokes, and this make your strength. Look, suppose is your strength, something is good, but because it's self-loop, it make it like useless. Okay, generally self-loop is good. So when you see self-loop, you read as a normal birth loop, then you add the word behind. You don't want to do it. You don't want to show up. Okay? So what is the meaning of self-loop in sibling palace? Meaning you and your mother or your siblings has very good relationship. Just that maybe you all seldom contact each other, or you and your mother separate because you need to go to stay in city to work. So you happily left your mother, but your conditions, your relationship with your mother and siblings are still good. So this is something that you lost happily. So you won't feel the pain of losing it. So it's something good. Okay. So what is the meaning of self-look in spouse palace? It can mean before marriage, you have a lot of girlfriend or boyfriend. But after marriage, you stop contact with all your ex. Okay? Or it can mean you have thousands of ideas to tackle a girl, but you didn't put it into action. You have the ability to become playboy, but you didn't utilize it. So self-look is actually something good. Okay? Self-look in children palace. Who has self-look in children palace? I think because I put out the meaning already, no one wants to admit. Self-look in children palace can mean you have the ability to have a lot of children, but you don't want. It can be you do some preventive actions and enjoying your life without need to have any burden. But if you really want children, you can easily get it. Okay. Now it's self-look in wealth palace. Remember meaning of birth look in wealth? Meaning of birth look in wealth mean what? Money come easily. You have good affinity with money. So self-look in wealth mean what? Means you can earn money easily. You don't want to do it. You have thousands of ideas to earn money in your mind, but you happily forget about it and didn't execute your idea in earning money, didn't execute your business plan. Or you can say you earn money easily, but you spend it out easily also. Okay, happily losing it out. Okay, happily spending your money without looking at the price tag. Okay, but since the energy is low, so the expenses is within your ability. So it's just like maybe 10 to 20% of your money. So you just simply spend it. Okay, you don't feel heart pain at all. Okay, you don't feel you short of money after you spend happily. So it's good. It's good. Okay. Wendy, I already said yellow circular arrow is self-care. I won't explain about self-care. Okay, I will explain about self-look, self-trend, and self-seek. Okay. Now, until now, do you able to get the trend of reading the meaning of self-look? You're able to catch the trend? Yeah, I think you are very fast learner. Okay. So, if you have self-look in health, good or not? Self-look in health can mean you can enjoy good food. You can eat a lot, but you don't want to eat. Okay? Or you can easily gain weight, but you're also happily losing it out. So it's good. Can eat, then gain weight, and easily lose weight and eat again. Good or not? Good, right? So if you have travel palace self-look, what does it mean? It means you have a lot of travel opportunity. Okay, but you happily reject it because birth look means a lot of travel opportunity. But when become self-look, it means you have a lot of opportunity to travel, but you happily reject it. Travel means what? Travel means go out to explore. It not necessarily must be international flight. It can be local trip with car or bus, or anything that you go out to gain experience and broaden your knowledge. Meaning it can be your boss offering you to go work in new outlet or new office in a new city. You happily reject it because you want to be comfortable in your current place. Or people offer you to experience a new life in Australia and ask you to migrate there. And you have the money, you have the ability, you can migrate. Easily you can go there, but you happily give out the chance of migration. Okay, so it's something good also. Okay. Next is self-look in Friends Palace. You still remember the meaning of birth look in Friends Palace? Have a lot of friends, right? Have a lot of friends. Have a very good interpersonal relationship, very good social skill. So having a self-look in friends is like you have very good social skill and you're able to connect with a lot of people, but you lazy to do it. You just don't want to utilize your strength in making connection with people. But still, you have a lot of friends. You have a lot of friends, but you don't want to contact. That's all. It's good. It's still good. Okay. Now, self-look in Career Palace. Do you think self-look in career good or not good? Do you think self-look in career good or no good? Just give me your opinion. Jaren good. Kapun Pat not good. Nina not good. It actually depends. It depends whether you are self-employed or underemployed. Okay, for people who doing their own business, maybe it's good, but for people who work for others, maybe not so good. Okay, because self-look means you have plenty of work to do and the job is easily done, and after you finish the work, new job will come to you again. You happily done it, then new job come again. Happily done it and pass up your job, something come again. Your work never ending. So if you do business, then it's good. You complete this order, then you send out the order happily, then new order come to you. So it's good. Okay. Actually, you have work to do better than you have no work to do, isn't it? Okay. Next is Property Palace. Self-look in Property Palace. Okay. Property Palace means what? Your house conditions. Okay, it can refer to your assets. So when you have self-look in Property Palace, it can mean you happily move house when you were small. Move house is a hectic and disaster for certain people because a lot of things you need to do. But for you, since it's self-look, it can be you move to a better place, so it's happy for you to move when you were small. Okay? And it also refers to asset. It can mean you happily and easily accumulate your asset and also happily sold it off. It's good. When you happily sold it off means you earn money, right? So it's good. It's a good sign. Okay. Self-look in Mental Palace. What does it mean? Anyone have self-look in Mental Palace? Just now, a lot of people have birth look in Mental Palace. Now it's self-look. When you have self-look in Mental Palace, Dalina, Darion, they say can strike Toto, but no go by Toto. Can you explain it? Very, very good. Very fast learner. Okay. So when you have birth look in Mental Palace, it means you have a lot of dream, a lot of desire in your mind. So since self-look, that means your dreams tends to remain as your dream. You just happily dream of it and happily forget about it. And also, mental means hobby. So you also tend to have a lot of interest, a lot of hobby, but lack of determination to sustain on your hobby. So you happily have a lot of hobby, and you also happily forget about your hobby. Okay. Lastly is self-loop and parents' palace. Okay. Also very easy to read. Means your relationship or affinity between you and your parents, especially your father, are good. Although you seldom contact each other or didn't stay together, even if you move out of the house or your parents move out of the house, or your parents like to go travel, so very frequently not in the house, so you didn't communicate much with them, but still your connection with them are good. So this is the meaning of self-loop. I think you are already able to get the meaning of self-loop. Okay, self-trend also same thing. It's meaning you put effort in it, then you let go it. If you have self-trend in your palace, for example, it means you are dominant, but sometimes you're willing to let down your ego and give your powers to others. So it's very easy. Okay. And I explain again, for self-care, we no need to see first because what? Because the energy is mild and hard to control, because not necessarily every hardworking person will be famous, because you see a lot of artists, very hardworking, like act in a lot of drama, has very good acting skill, or can sing very good in composing new song, but not every one of them get famous. Okay, so I won't explain about self-care and answer. Okay, self-ji also same thing, but self-ji is something that you lost unwillingly. You have no choice but forced to let it be. Okay, for example, if you have self-ji in your life palace, means what? Means stubborn, got character problems. So you very obsessed about something, but you forced to follow the majority decisions, and let go your stubbornness. Okay, you let it go forcefully. Okay, people with self-ji mostly appear as not easy to mingle with other people, because they obsessed with some thinking. They are stubborn in certain things. They didn't think of other people. Okay, for example, if you have a boss with self-ji in life palace, you will find that he is such a troublesome boss, because he wants everything in very detailed manner, detailed documentation. Make sure all the font size, alignment, paragraph, comma, color, page number, all must fulfill his criteria. When other people fail to obey it, cannot make it, then the timeline is there, the deadline is there, he has no choice but willingly to let it go, to pass it. That is people with self-ji. But when you ask the people with self-ji in life palace, do you think you are troublesome? They won't think they are troublesome. They think whatever they do, whatever they want is something valid. Okay? Actually, some stubbornness not really bad. As you see, a lot of people who hold certain high positions in a company are quite stubborn, but still they manage to success in life. They are successful people in life. But it's by nature, when we see Ji energy, our first impression is bad. So it's not really bad. It depends on how we handle it. Okay. Now, anyone has lost, has self-esteem in sibling palace. People with self-esteem in sibling palace usually relationship and bonding with mother and sibling are not strong. The relationship is not good, and some more bad events happen to make the relationship even worse. It's like you already not good in terms of relationship with your mother and siblings, and you all only gather once in a year. But during that precious gathering, still will have some unhappy event happen, such as argument or disagreement, which worsen the relationship. So they will have loss of sibling or mother in some bad event. But still, there are people who have self-esteem in siblings, didn't lose their mother or siblings. Only the relationship is not so close and not much communication. Okay. Next is self-esteem in spouse palace. Traditionally, when people see self-esteem in spouse palace, they will tell you this is a divorce chart, because it means your relationship with your spouse is very bad. There are continuous bad incidents happening which spoil your marriage. It's like your condition of marriage already not good, and there are negative events happen continuously, and after you solve one problem appear again. So you have a lot of challenge to overcome, a lot of problem. So for those of you who are still single, you may feel that it's very hard for you to meet people from your opposite gender, and you don't have much choice. And again, the one that you choose tends to be like you choose wrongly. You found maybe it's a scammer or playboy who make you have to give up the relationship unwillingly. It involves a lot of painful incidents and experience. So it's good that you understand your chart and advise yourself that you need to be stronger to take up all the challenges that you may face in your life. Okay. Self-esteem in spouse palace, better to stay single? No lah. Just you need to prepare for obstacles and marriage. Even you want to find a boyfriend or girlfriend also, you need to be careful. Okay. So next is children palace. When you have birthday in children palace, we can say people overly care about children. So if they have birthday, so it's very sensitive when you talk back or even comment something about their children. So they are easily triggered. For self-esteem in children palace, they might have problem in conceiving or may experience miscarriage before, or the children has some certain kind of disease when they born. So it's like they overly care about their children and take good care of their children, but still they facing problem related to their children. So usually people see this very scared. Some might even stop learning ZWDS because they don't want to know about this kind of negative things. But let me tell you, you don't be scared of Qi. You need to know where is your Qi and overcome it. If you have self-Qi in children palace, and so coincidentally, your children has asthma. This means the Qi energy already show up. So you can feel relief with it. So since it's self-T, maybe the asthma condition will be improved in the end after treatment, because self-T means loss of something. So no need to scared when you see self-T. Or it can be some minor illnesses such as maybe allergic reactions that go off and repeat again. You should actually feel lucky or blessed, because at least the Qi energy that show up is not really serious. So you need to face the problem in positive way. Okay. Since self-T is in your children, so it means you have problems in conceiving. So, but if when you're pregnant and you opt for cesarean when you give birth, the meaning of self-T also show out already. So you no need to worry so much about the negative event. Okay. Actually, for people who has T or self-T in children palace, I would advise you to do date selection when giving birth to minimize the possibility. Okay, this is how you utilize your knowledge in Chinese metaphysics to favor you, to help you. Okay. Next is self-T in wealth palace.
Sorry, Joyce. Couldn't hear you, Joyce. Can you connect to the audio? Yeah. All right. Yes, can.
Yeah. Just now cannot hear me, is it?
Yeah, now can hear.
Oh, okay. So self-T in wealth can mean what? Means something that you already short of, but you lost of it. So it can mean your income is not high and you have problem in diversify your source of income, but still financial problems happen on you. It can be your expenses is more than your income, where cause your financial problems. People with self-T in wealth, definitely they will at least one serious financial crisis in your life. What can you do? If you have self-T in your wealth, you actually can do something which is not so common as your source of income. For example, Chinese metaphysics. Because Chinese metaphysics is an industry that is not recognized by government. The government didn't recognize people who very good in Chinese metaphysics as professional. And a lot of people outside think that this is an illegal knowledge. It's illegal to know the secret of universe. So you can involve in Chinese metaphysics business and to mitigate your self-T energy. Okay. Or if you are a banker, you can in charge of collecting debt from people who is near to bankruptcy. So you are dealing with others people's financial problems. This is also good. Okay. We will discuss in a very detailed manner when we go into our wealth and career module next week. We will deep dive into this topic. Okay. Okay, now move to next. Health palace. Health palace means what? Health palace self-T means what? Remember, I asked you just now, which palace is good to see self-T? The answer is health palace. If only pure self-ji in health palace, it means your health got a lot of problems, but the problems can be solved. It will be cured after receiving treatment because you lost it. Okay. So just now the answer is health palace. Okay. It's good. You mean the disease is serious, but it's possible to solve. It's still not too bad. Okay. But remember, this explanation must be pure Ji, pure self Ji without appearing with other enhancer. Okay. Pure self Ji is like this. I show you. It's like this. So if pure self Ji is something like this, this is pure. You see, only one self Ji appear in this palace, so it's pure. This self Ji here is not pure because in the self palace, in this palace has another star. We have Quan inside. So this is not pure anymore, already mixed with other energy. So mixture of other energy, we will explain tomorrow. Okay? So now we continue. Self-Ji in travel palace. It sounds scary. Means there are always problems in your travel. It can be problems with your transport. It's either your car keep on broke down, and after you repair, then the problems come back again in a few months. Or if you don't have a car, you only take public transport, you are just too unlucky that very often the subway that you took always delay due to technical issue, or you tend to lose your transport card very frequently. If you took a flight also, maybe you forgot your passport or you lost your luggage, lost your ticket. Okay, the problems related to travel palace will arise and you solve it and the new problem come back again. Okay, it's not a pleasant event. Okay, it may make you very scared and cautious about the travel details and documentation. Okay, don't want to travel with this guy. France Palace self-Ji. Anyone have? No one? Very good. No one has friends self-Ji. All of us here are very friendly to each other. Darion, you have a what do you think your social relationship? Do you face a lot of people problem? Do you feel that there are always conflict or sabotage or gossip about you? Do you feel that? Antisocial. So self-Ji in France tends to face incidents related to people management. They lack of social skill. So it's like they don't have much friend because Ji is something that you don't have much, but still problem happen. Okay, so he already don't have much friends, but still a few friends still make his social circle even worse. They maybe defame him or stab him at back or drag him into deep shit. Okay, self-Ji is harder to solve compared to birth-Ji. It's hard to avoid such event. So the things that we can do is minimize the bad event. When you deal with people, make sure you know how to protect yourself. When you're signing contract, make sure you read the term and condition carefully. If you have self-Ji in your friend's palace, when people tell you about a good deal, make sure you keep your rational sense and analyze it wisely. Okay. A lot of betrayal. Yeah. Career palace self-seed, meaning your career is unstable. So self-seed in career palace means you already short of opportunity in job and you don't have the ability to complete your job, but you still don't put effort in doing it. Or you already put a lot of effort, you already put so much of effort in doing your job, but still you can't get the result you want and you lose your opportunity to other people. So when you have self-seed in career palace, your career tends to be unstable. So you tend to change job frequently, or the company that you join tends to reshuffle very often, which make you look unstable. So it's good that you work in an environment that always need to move around and let's say look at different product, different outlet, or in charge center for different region. Okay. Next is self-seed in property palace. If you have self-seed in property palace, as we know, self-seed means unstable, very volatile. So when you have unstable or volatile property palace, what does it mean? I already said move house. So these people tends to move house, especially during childhood. It can be you rented a house and the house owner discontinue the contract and you always need to move to another house. Or it can be you stay in a very small house for a very long time where the environment is poor and the facility is not good. Maybe always no water or no electric. Okay. If the negative energy didn't reflect on your property, then it may reflect on your family member. Something may happen and some unhappy event may happen in your family. Maybe there were a lot of quarrel or fighting or violence happen in the family. Okay. Next is self-seed in mental palace. Okay. People who have self-seed in mental palace, they are easily stressed. They tend to have weird thinking, but since it's in our mind, so other people may not notice about it. But when you get to know him deeper, definitely you will notice it. Okay, maybe this person has some bad habit or bad hobby. But luckily, since this is self-seed, so there is meaning of losing it out. So if this person has self-seed in mental palace, they able to get rid of the bad habit such as alcoholic habit. After they went through some hardship, it might be when they were very poor until not enough money to buy beer, then they have to give up their alcoholic habit forcefully. Okay, give up forcefully. Lastly, is our parent palace. So when your parent palace have self-seed in a mild conditions, you might have different point of view with your parents, which make you unable to communicate well with them. And in worse conditions, it can be a loss of your parents due to some unhappy event. So your affinity and relationship with your parents already not good in the first place, and you try hard to maintain the relationship, but still unable to improve anything. So self-cheat is something like that. Okay. Third, drug addict. If you have mental self-cheat and drug addict, possible. So you can force the people to get rid of this bad hobby. Okay, but need to force, really force. Then only they will get rid of it. Okay. Now, I want to explain about outflow enhancer. How an outflow enhancer is formed. Some book actually name outflow enhancer as shooting enhancer. Outflow enhancer is formed when the stem in the pelluses flow directly opposite the pelluses. For example, you check your table, jia will fly a loop to 廉贞, and so coincidentally, 廉贞 is in your opposite pallus. So the outflow arrow will be formed. Okay, we look at the real example. Can you see where we have outflow? Outflow is arrow, ring arrow, blue arrow, red arrow, or yellow arrow. Can you see where is all the outflow? Yes, career, friend, wealth. Very good. So we start with wealth first. Wealth palace has outflow. Outflow to where? Outflow to opposite. This is opposite. So you check. This is the formula. Gui. Gui. Formula is here. Focus here. Gui will fly a flow enhancer, a loop enhancer to Pojun. So where is Pojun? You see, Pojun is opposite. Yes, mental palace opposite. So that's why an outflow enhancer is formed in wealth palace. Okay? Now, here, also an outflow loop. So this is Ken. So you check the Ken formula. Ken will fly a loop to Taiyang. You see, where is Taiyang? Taiyang is here. It's opposite of this palace. That's why outflow loop is formed. Okay, now we look at here. Here, we also have another outflow. You see, this is Ji. So you check the Ji formula. Ji will fly a loop to Wuqu. Where is Wuqu? Wuqu is opposite here, directly opposite. That's why the outflow arrow is formed. Okay, able to get it? Everyone able to get it? Are you able to get it? Understand all? All understand? Huh? No one lost? Huh? Very good. Very good. So no one lost. You need more example? I explain one more lah. Okay? Here. Outflow here. So you check Jia. Jia. You fly a flow to 廉贞. So where is 廉贞? You see? 廉贞 is opposite. That's why the outflow loop is formed here. Okay? Junita say what? I have outflow, but the run with Tian Liang. No Tian Liang in the chat. No, definitely there will be Tian Liang in the chat. Look properly. Okay? So, the meaning of outflow loop is actually same as self-enhancer. This slide actually is exactly the same as the self-enhancer. Okay, outflow enhancer also means unstable and volatile. It also denotes loss of something, but the difference is the loss is triggered by something. Although it came from opposite palace, but it not necessarily due to opposite palace. It's due to the star in opposite palace. The meaning is exactly the same as self-enhancer just now. Just that you need to add something due to something behind the words. Okay? For example, self-look in life palace means the person is expressive, but he himself didn't use it smartly. So for outflow look in life balance also means the same. It means the person is expressive, but he willing to be undercover. He don't want to express himself due to something. Due to what, we need to know the star meaning. The star meaning will be covered in our next class. Like, for example, we have learned Wuqi, military art style before. It's related to money. So when a person has outflow look and self-palace due to Wuqi, we can say the person willingly to pretend as stupid, don't want to show he's clever due to money. It's like people give money, ask him to stop talking, he will do it. Or because the boss is the one who pay his salary, so in front of his boss also, when he knows that his boss is doing something wrong, but he just happily don't want to say it out. Okay, something like that. Okay, actually, outflow look is something good. Because why is lost? Why is lost is because the star not belongs to this palace. The stars is you actually borrow from opposite palace. It's not belongs to you. So it's easily lost out because the thing is belong to opposite palace. So when you borrow, you must return back. So you can treat it as a temporary look in these palaces. So the meaning is same as self-enhancer, just that the energy is not as strong as self-enhancer because self-enhancer, the star sitting inside the palace. But outflow enhancer, the star is opposite the palace. You just borrow the star energy. Okay, so it's not as strong as the self-enhancer. Okay. Now, outflow G. Outflow G is from also same formula. When this palace who has a stem that fly a G to a star which situated opposite. Okay, outflow G. Like Jia, you check the Jia formula. Jia will fly a G to Taiyang. So coincidentally, Taiyang is just opposite it. That's why an outflow G is formed. This is how the outflow G is formed. If you manage to get the outflow loop, outflow G shouldn't be a problem to you also. Okay, like for example, here we have an outflow. Here, Jia. As I say, Jia will fly a G to Taiyang. If you don't believe, you check the formula table. Jia will fly a negative enhancer, a G to Taiyang. So where is Taiyang? Taiyang is opposite. Can you see opposite? So that's why the outflow loop, outflow G is formed. Okay, outflow G is formed. Understand? Understand, right? Just now you can understand. Now, sure you can understand. Okay. I give you one more here. Outflow G. Thing. So you check the thing formula. Thing will fly a G to where? To Jumen. Where is Jumen? Human is opposite here. That's why the outflow T is formed. Understand? Understand? Understand, right? So the meaning of outflow T is same as self T. Again, it's due to what? Due to the star characteristic. Okay? So if you able to get the meaning of self T, then you definitely can get the meaning of outflow T. Okay? You use the meaning of self T and add in the word due to the star, due to something, due to the star. Okay? For example, self T in life palace is stubborn. So outflow T in life palace is due to something. Okay? Due to the star. So if the star is Wuxu, then the stubborn is due to money. When we talk about matter like what good food to eat, they won't be stubborn. But when you talk about money, they will be stubborn. Okay? And as I said earlier, the outflow energy is not as strong as self energy. So outflow T is not as bad as self T energy also. Okay? You don't worry about the star meaning first, because we definitely will cover the meaning of each star in our third class. So far, you treat outflow T as something that is unstable and is something bad first. Okay? Now, I will stop here and I will open room for Q&A. Then after Q&A, I will give you all homework today. Okay? I pass the stage to Tang.
Okay, great. Thank you, Joyce. Now we can open this for Q&A session. Like maybe 30 minutes to 45 minutes. Yeah, you can just feel free to hold on. Unmute yourself. I think let me check the button. Yes, yeah. So if you have any questions, just unmute yourself and you can ask question.
Oh, before answer the questions from the floor, I want to clarify one thing about the ZWDS chart. The age that display in the chart is based on your lunar age, which where commonly people call it as a Chinese age. So normally Chinese will count the baby 1 year old at the moment the baby was born. Difference with the Western culture, the age will start with 0. When you're born, it's 0. Actually start with 0 and then first month, second month. But in Chinese, they start with 1. So you will be 1 year older in lunar age. And Chinese has a lot of special traditions, such as Winter Solstice Festival, 冬至, where we eat tangyuan, English called rice cake or dumpling. And they always say after you eat the tangyuan, then it's considered you are 1 year older. Besides, there are also another traditions. Do you know day 7 of Chinese New Year? You know day 7 of Chinese New Year called what? 人日. It means everyone's birthday. So basically, ancient Chinese, they wanted the child to grow fast. So they always find ways to make the age get older. Even if you die also, in the funeral, people always need to add 3 years older. And with also chart quarter, we consider you as 1 year older at the day of day 1 of Chinese New Year. So let's say you born 1 day before Chinese New Year. So when you born, you consider 1 year. Then next day is Chinese New Year. So after Chinese New Year, you consider as 2 years old. So you kind of like getting older faster if you born at the month just right before Chinese New Year. So if you see your age is older 1 to 2 years and then your actual age in the ZWDS chart, please don't be sad. It's actually correct. Don't be sad. Okay? Don't be sad because you are older. Okay?
Okay, is there any question that you would like to ask? You can just unmute yourself and then you can talk to Joyce.
Hi, Tang. This is Juanita.
Hi, Juanita.
Just wanted to request that if we can have the handouts prior to the class, because it will help us study it first.
Right.
Then we can have the notes during the class.
Sure, Juanita, because so sorry for that, because based on our past experience, sometimes after the teaching, we will add on some information. If we send out earlier, then we might need to send a few times. Then some students, they requested us to send after the class because we just send them the completed one. But don't worry, Juanita, because if you have this special request, we will send it earlier. Another reason why we don't send earlier is that some students, they always refer to the notes and they don't listen to what the coach is sharing. Yeah, so because of some considerations, then we found that the best way is to send after the class so that everyone can focus on the screen instead of looking at the notes. Yeah, but don't worry. Since you guys have this special request, we will try our best to make sure everything is will be put inside the notes, and then we will send it like maybe one day earlier. We try our best because sometimes we might need to change something by adding some new information inside. Yeah, but we will try to do it. Means one day before the class, we send the notes first. Yeah, but maybe later on, if there's any changes, then we might need to update a new notes inside the handout. Okay.
Great. Thank you so much.
No problem, Juanita. All right.
Angeline is asking if the palace is blank or empty, meaning no affinity to that said palace. For example, children palace empty. Does it mean that no children? Or spouse palace empty? Is it means no spouse? No, this concept is wrong. The palace is empty. It just means that we can't see your preference in that palace. For example, if your spouse palace empty, then we cannot see your preference when you selecting your spouse. It's like we don't know what kind of spouse that you attracted to. We don't know the characteristic only. It's just, it doesn't mean that no star means you have no spouse. Not like that. Okay.
Okay. I think there's a question from Selena Wong. Daytime saving. Is it apply? Okay. Okay. Actually, this is based on affinity. You don't have to adjust the timing because this hour is given to you. Okay. Actually, yesterday we have this Shimon coaching session. Then some students asked about they are living in Canada. Then they have this DST. So don't have to worry about this one because that is given to you. Now, for example, let's say if you were born at maybe 8:58 a.m. and then the doctor or the nurse was so busy with the thing, then they look at the clock, then it is already 9:02 or 03. Then they put the hour 9:02 or 03. Then this number is written inside and it is can be seen visually. Then the number is given to you. So everything happens for a reason. So if you have DST, then just follow that because that is your affinity with this number. Same as our phone number, our house number. The more you use it, you will have stronger with this number. So don't have to adjust the hour. Okay.
Yes, you adjust the hour only. You're very sure that that is not your chart. Maybe like 10 out of 10 of the interpretation is totally wrong. Then only you need to check whether it's your chart, because basically, I would say if your chart is correct, then everything will be accurate. And Dr. Bora asked, what is the meaning move the house in property? No, if you have self-T in your property palace, it means your house is unstable. So when your house is unstable, that means you tend to move house frequently, because self-T is some energy that is volatile, keep on moving. So you see self-T in your property palace, you tend to move house unhappily because it's T energy. So it can be it can be, maybe you stay in a flood area where 1 year there will be flood every 2 times in a year. So every 2 times when the flood came, it will flood away your house, and then you need to stay in a hall or in a school temporarily, something like that. Okay.
I have a question. Did I can make it?
Yes,
Yes.
Elizabeth. Yep.
Okay. Thank you. Good morning to everyone. Well, I mean, good night for you guys. Good morning for
Thank
me.
you.
Okay. My question is this: if I have the self-G on the spouse palace, I'm a widow, so I'm sure I don't have my chart with me. I'm assuming that I have the self-G in my spouse palace, and obviously my kid lose their dad, right? So the meaning is this: because I lose already my spouse, and that means if later on in my life I found somebody else and I want to remarry because I have it, they will repeat, meaning I will lose always, or always because you have it there, means I will tend to be basically alone. Doesn't matter if you have a future relationship. I don't have nobody, but I mean, I'm just thinking about what you say. And also about the palace for my kids, they lose their dad, right? So because they have the self-G there, I'm assuming that eventually, obviously, always, the parents die before the kids, average, right? So that means that eventually, because they lose one, they can know when I can pass.
Okay. I answer you. The first question is you have 天机 self-G in your spouse palace. Okay, so means loss of something unwillingly, and I'm sorry that you are now a widow, so you're asking whether these things will happen again if you're remarried. Because now we studying only the natal chart first. We haven't studied until decade chart. So this 天机 self-G already show as you say, the event already happened. If you want to know future whether it's can happen or not, because in spouse palace, if you haven't learned until decade, spouse palace usually activate at the age 20 to 30 something. So what is your age now?
61.
61. So you already passed the spouse decade already. If let's say your decade is turning clockwise lah. So
He passed 6 years ago.
So naturally, the 天机 self-G is not activated, but we still need to look at the decade lah. But for this module, we didn't cover. We cover on wealth and career. So for decade, we'll teach you how to look at the decade, but we will focus on wealth and career. Okay, and you see your kid has self-G in parents' palace, is it?
I'm assuming, I mean, I don't have their chart, but I'm assuming because they lost his dad.
Not necessary.
Oh, okay.
People who lost their parents will definitely have self-G in parents' palace. Sometimes it appears in the natal chart, and sometimes it appears in the decade chart. And then if let's say your children have self-G in parents' palace means especially means father. So they lost their father already. So the G energy already show out already. So you no need to like worry and think negatively that you will go earlier than them. So don't think negatively. You need to think of positive way to manage your G. Since that if let's say you really see your kids have self-G in parents, then you understand why the event is happened. So you try to accept it and move forward. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, there's one question from YK Lo. You mentioned that if there is self-G in wealth palace, there will be at least one financial crisis. May I know whether is there any way to see and the financial crisis will happen and to what extent? Yes, we will learn about this during day 4. And there's actually a way to resolve this self-cheat problem. It is about flying a train inside. But again, because today is entry class, this class, first day is very, very simple foundation. Then we will learn more about this one, like how to save this cheat during day 3 and day 4. Okay.
Hi, Tirangri here.
Yes.
In your lecture, the final part, the final arrows and all, I couldn't understand that part, the final one. Can you please explain it again?
The outflow, you don't know how it is formed, is it?
Yeah.
Wait, I show you the slide. So, do you manage to see which palace has outflow?
The health?
Huh? The health, okay. You see, health is here, has outflow channel. What is the heavenly stem?
Gung.
Gung.
Yes, gung. So you check the formula of gung.
Yes.
Gung and
Gung will fly Quan to what star?
Wushu.
Yes, Uchi. And where is Uchi? Where's
Uchi.
Uchi?
Oh,
Uchi in here. Can you see? It's opposite.
opposite.
Ah,
Yes.
that's why the outflow trend is formed. Understand?
So it's there. So what is the meaning of that?
What is the meaning of that? Trends means you put effort and you lost it. So remember, birth trend in health means what? Just now, Ellen need to go gym, right? So if you have health birth outflow trend, it means you lose it after you put in effort. That means you put in effort to build out you try to build out your muscle, but after that, you give it up. Due to what? Due to Uchi. Maybe Uchi is what? Uchi is money. It's maybe because you have bone problem, you cannot do exercise, or maybe because you want to want to have more time to earn more money. That's why you give up. Something like that. You need to understand the meaning of star first before you can relate all this lah. But for now, you read as this first. You don't worry about the meaning of the star first, because now it's really appetizer only. So we haven't entered the main course. So a lot of things you all don't know yet. So it's very important for you to understand the basic meaning of all this enhancer first. Okay.
So as example, then the wealth also has a arrow that is in Zin. So I have to find out where's Jumin, like that.
Yes, Sin is here. Actually, you no need to memorize the table also, okay? Because when you see here got arrow, it means here got outflow trend already. So if you don't know how is it derived, also never mind, okay? Like for example now, outflow trends, you treat outflow trend as self trend first. The meaning is the same. So trends means you put in effort, but you give it out. So trend in wealth means you fight hard to achieve to get a project in your company, to get a project in your company to earn money. And then after you get you make very hard. You study all the proposal and you study all the information related, and you get it. After you get it, you pass over to your maybe subcon or your supplier to do it, something like that. So it's actually an auspicious condition, an auspicious formation. Okay, sometimes you need to be creative in interpreting all these things, because you cannot memorize like, okay, self trend in wealth, it must be due to some project. No, you must be creatively put in your idea in interpret the meaning when you see your client. As you today only learn a little bit, so the information that you have in your mind is very limited. So you just interpret like this. Is enough already. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, welcome.
Hi, Joyce. This is Temi. I have a question for you. The enhance that I see that every palace has years on every in for instance 1 to let me see. There's for every palace you have like a range of age. For instance, for 4 to 15 years and so on. So it means that if you have an enhancer and it's in you are in that moment of age, that enhancer is that energy is in your life in this moment.
The number is actually decade luck, which because now we learn about natal chart first. We haven't learned about the decade. But during the first preview, I already explained that is decade, and our decade it start with what number? It based on the phase. So it's phase 2, your decade will start from 2, and then if you're phase 3, then it will start with 3 years old. Phase 4 start with 4 years old, and then it will continue like 2 to 11, then 12 to 21. That is decade. For decade, we will learn next week. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Tammy said, I have self-seen. Well, Palace, we lost our business, burned down to ash. Tammy, do you submit your chart to us? If you want, if you submitted, maybe next time when we do case study, we can show. Okay.
Okay. Yes, I did.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Joyce, in the chart there's a phrase. What does that mean?
Huh?
In the chart there's a phrase.
Phase, that's I explained before. Phase 6 means your decade start at 6 years old. Phase 5 means your decade start at 5 years old.
Ah, okay.
That
Gotcha.
is okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Alice asks, on the outflow, yes, we borrow energy from opposite palace. It's not from arrow palace. The arrow palace can be empty, but there is an arrow there. That's mean this palace borrow energy from opposite palace. Okay.
Joyce, what about if the arrow has a two-way, one going up, one going
down? Double arrow you will learn tomorrow.
Oh.
Tomorrow. That is we call it elastic arrow. Is one kind of special formation for outflow. Tomorrow we will explain.
Can I ask something?
Yes,
what is the meaning of the spout palace 106 to 115?
That is your decade.
Decade.
That's your decade.
What does it mean decade? Huh?
You know our luck cycle in Bazi, every 10 years we change our luck cycle. In ZWDS, we also do the same. We also need to change luck cycle every 10 years. That's why we have the decade. Okay.
So the small league under this age.
Decade means the age of what? 106 to 115. What do you mean?
The age. But it's impossible for you to do that.
Auntie Annie,
yeah.
you learned Bazi before, right?
Yeah.
So we see the luck cycle, right? Because luck cycle is about the range, like 10 years range. Yeah, luck cycle. So this one means the decade means also it means luck pillar in the 八字, same. Yeah, but don't worry, Auntie, because by day 3 and day 4, we will learn about this decade. Then you'll be able to learn about this.
So the spouse can live until 115.
No, it doesn't mean that. Okay. Yeah, because after that, we will see where will you go. And when you are going into the new, you'll be sitting in which palace when you are in that certain range. Yeah, don't worry, because you're asking advanced question.
Too old one.
Yeah.
Too fragile.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem, Angkan, Auntie. Yeah.
Hi guys, I have a question. This is Ellie. I'd like to ask, like within the box, they have within the palace, they have box, they have arrows. So which one take precedence? Which one do we read first?
This thing is, you need to see whether it form dual enhancer or not. If there is two enhancer, I already told, two enhancer means mixture of energy. When the energy is mixed, the meaning is different. So tomorrow, the intensive class for tomorrow, I will teach about dual enhancer. So you need to clear about single enhancer first before we can proceed to dual enhancer, before we can mixing all the energy. Okay?
Okay. And the outflow as well. Is it outflow last?
Outflow.
Yeah.
Yes. We also
so
will
we read
all the mixture.
First. We read the enhancer first, then we read the outflow.
Outflow is an enhancer.
Oh.
Outflow.
They have
We have different type of enhancer. We have birth enhancer, we have self enhancer, we have outflow enhancer.
Okay, and you read them all together, one by one.
Now I split it out one by one for you to understand. But tomorrow I will mix it all for you to understand.
Okay, and you will tell us which one to read first, right?
Yes.
They have
I will tell you what they will form. When you see these two, what is the product?
Ah, okay. All right, thank you.
Joyce, I have a question.
Hi, Dr. Bora.
Joyce, want to check with you a bit, right? On the number, right? Like on the live, like 312, and then you put like 20, 24, and over 51. What the meaning of that?
Oh, that is your age in that year. So you check 2022, you how old are you?
48.
Is it lunar age? Is it 48 in 2022 in Tiger Place?
Yes.
That is your age. Age in that year.
Okay, but when I see the other chart, right? So like
Some
from one
palace
chart
is
to
empty, is it? You want to
sorry,
say?
sorry.
You want to say some palace have is empty, don't have the year and the age.
No. Yeah, some is like that, but one thing is about I see that the round, right? The number that count, like let's say my chart, right? My chart is start from the life and then back to the parents, okay, and then up to the parents and then up to the mentor, right?
Yes, it
and
depends.
some chart is start from the life, and then after that is count to the sibling.
Yes. It's
Why
either
like that, sir?
you follow clockwise or anti-clockwise. It based on your gender and the year you born. Okay, let's say you born in the same year, like your classmate. You are a boy and she is a girl. So you found yourself is changing clockwise. Then the other girl definitely will be anti-clockwise. So it's that.
Okay, understand. Thank you.
Welcome.
Joyce.
Yes.
Just now Tang has enlightened us regarding the affinity with the time of birth. Actually, I have been consulted by some masters and to say that Singapore GMT used to be 7.5.
Just a chart.
Fine. Yeah, according to the solar chart. So, because I'm a midnight baby, and so accurately that it was mentioned by Tang as well that if you born past 12:03 or 0 something, then the doctor give you that specific time, so you have affinity with that. So, but when I count back the GMT of Singapore solar time, meaning to say that my birth time would be, instead of midnight, it will become 10 p.m. 40 something. And then when I created two profile in your ZWDS chart. The funny part is the one that is past the 12 midnight one have certain accuracy, but the funny part is the one that is on the 10 p.m. something one also has certain accuracy. That's why I'm very confused which one to use.
Now,
right.
If you born in midnight red hour, 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. in ZWDS, once your time is over 11 p.m., it's considered as next day chart. You are using next day chart, is it?
Yes.
So if you said Singapore and you adjust the time, if Singapore adjust the time, it won't be different until 2 hours. If Singapore mostly the GMP difference only will be mostly 15 to 30 minutes. 30 minutes most. It won't be until 2 hours. It different too much.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, great. Now, Joyce, you can continue with the last session about this homework.
Oh yeah, I need to give you homework. So today you all have homework to do. Your homework is interaction between palaces. Okay? Are you ready to fly? Because now I want to teach you how to fly. So you need to turn on your pilot mode now. Okay? Turn on your pilot mode. You need to practice. This is your homework. Okay? So how to fly? Okay? You don't know the exact meaning yet, but you can refer to the keyword that I give you. Okay? You need the formula, the table, and then the keyword. The keyword are here. So you try, if you see one palace, fly loop to that palace, you use the keyword. Give, benefit, love, thinking of, hope, or you can use smooth, enjoy, continuously, this kind of keyword for loop. And for trend, you use control, give power, put effort, dominant, very determined, or it come in by batches, or if the enhancer is curl, then it means you treat it gently, educate, something like that. And if C means you create problem, you overly attach to that palace, you overly care, overly concerned. And lastly, after you G, you will clash opposite palace. Clash means no affinity. The keyword for clash means no affinity, conflict, serious problem. So I show you how you do it, okay? How you do it. For example, these people, we start with life palace first, okay? Life palace is here. So life palace have pink stem. So you check the formula. Pink will fly loop to Tian Tong. So where is Tian Tong? Tian Tong is here, our mental. So what you say? You say, I love to think. I love my mental. I love to think. Use the keyword for loop. Okay? Now, power enhancer pink will fly trend to where? To Tianji. Then you see, where is Tianji? It's opposite because it's outflow loop. So you use the keyword that I give you for trend. I control my travel. or I give power to my travel. No meaning, never mind. Don't understand the meaning, never mind. You do this, okay? It's a practice. Then, Ke and answer. Ping will fly Ke to Wenchang. So, where is Wenchang? You see, Wenchang is here in your well. So, keyword for Ke is what? Gently. I treat my wealth gently. I spend gently. I spend my money gently. This is how you make the sentences. Okay. Then lastly is 记. 记 is what? 廉政. So where is 廉政? 廉政 is here. So you use the keyword of 记. Give problems. I give problems to my siblings. I give problems to my mother. Then after 记, it will clash opposite palace. So clash means no affinity, serious problem. So I have no affinity with my friends. I have serious problems with my friend. This is how you do it. Okay? After life palace, what you want to see? Maybe you try next palace. Next palace also you do the same thing. Okay? Next palace is sibling palace. So it's yi. So you check the formula yi here. Yi will fly, look to Tianji. So you see, where is Tianji? Tianji is here. So that means my mother or my sibling love to travel with me. Okay, something like that. Okay, then you see Quan. Quan is with Tianliang. So where is Tianliang? Oh, also in travel palace. So my mother and my sibling control my travel. Okay, they love to travel with me and they control my travel. Okay, now is Ke. Ke is fame answer is Ziwei. Where is Ziwei? You see, where is Ziwei? Ziwei is here in health. So keyword for fame is, for Ke is treat gently. So my mother treat my health gently, take care of my health. Lastly is the Ji. Ji enhancer is with what? Tai Ying. Where is Tai Ying? It's here. So my siblings give problem to my mental, make me very stressed, give problem to my mental. Then it will clash what? It will clash opposite palace is well. So you can say my siblings no affinity with my wealth, or my siblings has serious problem with my wealth, cause serious problem in my wealth. Okay, this is how you do your homework. Okay, the reason why I ask you to do homework is to familiarize yourself first, to familiarize yourself with all the flying first. You don't really know how to interpret the chart correctly. You don't know about the meaning exactly, you still can practice. Okay, don't worry about the meaning first. You roughly guess the meaning using the keyword that I give you. Okay, after you do this, you will be able to understand the knowledge faster. Okay, and one more thing, if it's outflow Ji or self Ji, there's no clash. The clash, there's no clash. So like say this Jia, okay, after you fly, you found that Jia is actually fly to Taiyang, which is opposite. It won't clash back here, okay? It won't clash back here. Okay, self Ji also no clash. Okay? Understand?
Joyce,
Yeah.
there's one student asking about how do we know exactly opposite? So about the clash, can you explain again?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. About the opposite palace, you know, in Chinese metaphysics, we learn about balancing. We need to balance. So is like how to cut a cake balancedly. So you need to cut like this. 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 Then it only balance. That's why spouse palace and career palace, definitely they will be in opposite. Health palace, opposite, definitely is parents. Opposite of wealth palace, definitely is mental. Opposite your children palace, definitely is property. Opposite your travel, definitely is yourself, is your life, okay? Opposite of your sibling, definitely is your spouse, is your friends, okay? Understand that? And you don't confuse with 八字 because 八字 is this palace clash this palace, okay? Goat and ox clash. But in 紫微斗数, is actually 基 into and clash. Just as example just now. Example just now is I 基 into here and clash here. Is this palace clash with this palace? It's not this palace, is sibling clash with wealth. It's not mental clash with wealth, okay? Understand or not? Understand how to do your homework? Opposite palace, if you learn Batu before, there's a clash. There definitely opposite will be clash one. So after you learn 紫微斗数, you will know where is all the clash. We see horse is here, rat is here. So this is opposite. You see? Tiger is here, monkey is here. So these two are opposite. So when something like Jia palace just now, Jia, okay, Ji into here, no clash. Why? Because it's opposite. Okay. 八字 and 紫微斗数 don't have the same clash, Demi. 八字 and 紫微斗数 don't have the same clash. Okay, for example, I see here, this palace is dog palace. Dog palace supposed to clash with dragon, but in 紫微斗数 you see here got what? Got outflow trend. So if you want to gain power, you need to borrow from this palace. You cannot clash the palace. So the clashing in 紫微斗数 and 八字 is different. Okay. Understand, Brandy? Yes, Okay. So remember, you need to be self-disciplined to do your homework because I won't check your homework. You need to do it yourself, okay? Now, success didn't come from what you do occasionally, but what you do consistently. So it's important for you to practice at home and do revision at home. Although the knowledge that you learn now is a very basic and you not yet can see as much things as a practitioner level, but you can start practice by applying what you already know. So the take-home message today is, don't let the fear of failing keep you from flying. You don't let the unknown stop you from progressing. You just collect as many charts as possible and try to read the chart using the keyword that I show you just now. Okay. For example, you see your mother-in-law chart. You see there's a birth G in life palace. So what does it mean? Okay, in your heart you will think that no wonder my mother-in-law appear to be stubborn. Then forever you will remember the meaning of birth G in life palace. Okay, learning 紫微斗数 is very fun. I would say it's very fun. So I now want to fly a loop to Tang and pass the stage to Tang.
Okay, great. Thank you, Joyce. because now already 12 something, we will end the session first. Later on, if you have, because just now we promised that, because this day one, then a lot of students here, some, they didn't know how to plot their chart yet. So stay with us, we will teach you, we will show you again how to plot your chart so that you get your exact chart, and then tomorrow you can follow the class, all right? So here comes to the end for this day one. We will upload this replay today's session by tomorrow, okay? We will send the replay to your personal email, and then we'll announce this in the Telegram. In case you are a new student here, don't worry, we'll announce this replay in the Telegram. And then about the notes and the slides or the handout for today, then we will send to the Telegram by tomorrow. And also for tomorrow's note or handout, we will send it to you earlier, yeah, so that you can print out. But we'll still, sometimes we might need to change the slide. We will update the new slide, all right? Yeah, so remember, tomorrow we still have class. Okay, so we'll call it a night here. Thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow. Yeah, have a great Saturday evening. Have a good rest. And thank you, everyone. And if you have any question about the chart, stay with us here. Yeah, I'll walk you through again by sharing my slide, from my screen. Okay, great. Thank you, everyone. Good night, everyone. See you tomorrow. Okay, see you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone. Good night. Good night. See you. Yeah, if you have any question about the chart plotting, stay with us. We'll show you how to do it. Okay, see you. Bye-bye. Good night. Good night. Good night. See you. Bye. Good night. Good night. Okay. Okay, so let me share the, anyone, can you just type in the chat box if you have any question about the chart? If you have any issue about the chart, like if you cannot get the chart correctly or what, can you just type in the chat box if you have any? Anyone?
Yes.
Yeah, Auntie Annie.
Yeah.
Okay, what is the problem, Auntie Annie?
Cannot get the charge.
Okay, which part you cannot get the chart, Auntie Annie?
Don't even how to start.
Don't even know how to start. Okay, very easy. Uncle Louis and Auntie Annie, you can just go to Telegram now. Okay, go to Telegram. ZWDS Telegram. Can you go to ZWDS Telegram? Yeah, you just click ZWDS, ZWDS. Okay, go to that and then scroll up. Scroll up.
Where?
Can you scroll up? Yeah, scroll up and you see 15 April. You go up, go to 15 April.
15 April.
All right, just scroll up. Yes. Did you see
15 April,
title? Yes. Yeah, the title ZWDS app and then bracket with Purple Star Journal.
Yes.
Yeah. So actually we mentioned about the SOP. Yeah, can you click into the photo?
The photo,
right on the top right. Yeah, there are actually 5 screens, 5 phones, right? Yeah. So actually we mentioned about this by step by step. Yeah, means the first step is that you have already installed this app. Then what you need to do is to click on the right hand side one, the bottom right hand side. Did you see a human icon?
No, which app is that?
Come again, sorry.
Which app is that?
Okay, just now I sent to you personally because you asked me personally about the link, right? To download this app. Have you already downloaded the link? Downloaded this app?
I got it on my laptop, but I already got a laptop.
Okay, you need to use your phone. You need to use your phone. Yeah, use your phone to download. Yeah. Okay, I saw a question from Mary. She said, plotting is fine. Is it possible to print it without doing a screenshot? You cannot. It's the same. Every chart, every chart plotter also the same. If you're using phone, you have to screenshot. So same like me, I have to screenshot and then I paste it on Microsoft Word or Microsoft Excel, and then I print it out from the printer.
Okay, thank you. We got it, the Purple Star Journal, right?
Correct. Yes. Yeah. From your phone, just click inside.
Click the Purple Star Journal. So which one are we going?
If you're using iPhone, just click on the iOS version. Then if you are using the Samsung, then you just click on the Android version.
Okay.
Yes, just click. And then
you got the app.
Yes, just install. All right, just install. And then all right, it will take some time to install. Just click install.
Okay.
Just click install, and then later on, once it is downloaded, Then you can open the chart. Open this app, and then you just need to follow this step by step, these 5 simple steps. Then you'll be able to get the chart.
No item in the journal. Go plot.
Yeah, don't need to click on that. You just click on, now you already go in, right? Very good. So click on the right hand side bottom, right bottom. You see a human icon,
Yes,
a man person, right? Yeah, just click on that. And then you choose ZWDS on the language part. You click on ZWDS.
Yeah, okay.
ZIWEI. Yeah. Then the second step, go to the pencil, the second icon.
Okay, pencil.
All right, click on that. Yeah, then you will be able to see how to plot the chart. From there, on the top, you see plot a chart, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So just key in your DOB, date of birth with the date, birth time, and also the gender.
A date of this selection.
This is not date selection. It's about plotting your birth chart.
Birth chart.
Yeah.
So okay.
Okay. Let me share the screen, because I think some of you, if you didn't check your Telegram yet, let me share the chart. Give me a moment. Let me share the chart. Rizale, don't worry. What step by step. Okay, let me go to my Zoom first. Why there are still 73 people here?
A lot of people also don't know how to plot. They have to say.
Yeah, we want to enjoy more your time.
Are you sure? I see, Gilbert. You don't say this to everyone. Yes, Isabel. Because you guys have nothing to do. Okay, give me a moment. Now I will share my screen. But I have to be careful because sometimes I will share something, because like yesterday, Gilbert shared his personal thing to everyone. Okay, give me a moment. I need to make sure everything okay first. Photo start. Okay, great. Now let me share from the screen.
Tang is not a way to scroll the year faster. We have to go click by every.
Yeah, you're right. Yes. Yeah. Okay, let me show one by one. Okay, later we go for that. So the first step is Rizale. You just need to click on the right hand side one. Did you see this human? This icon, the right hand side one. Then click on ZWDS. Don't click the Chinese term character. Don't click on the emperor. Click on ZWDS. All right. And then go to the second one. There's a pencil. You see pencil. Then select the date one by one. Yeah. So how to do it one by one? First of all, we need to do about the year first. Okay. You click on the top here, select date, right? Yeah. On the right hand side, there's an arrow. Click on that. And then you see April 2022. Okay. Click on that. And then you just scroll. Depending on which year you are born. Okay. Let's say I'm born in the year of 2006. Okay. Click on 2006. And then if you want to choose the month, did you see on the right hand side, April 2006, look at the right hand side, you see arrow left and right, right? Yeah, left and right is about the month. So let's say you are born in December, just click on the right hand side, click. Yeah, look at December, let's say December.
Oh, that is perfect. Now I can see, you see?
Yeah, actually, Elizabeth, don't worry, because actually we did a video, we uploaded on YouTube. Yeah, you can click on that and we show this also, but don't worry, let me do it one more time. Later I'll tell you where you can click the link. Actually, from that's what I explained to Uncle Louis about that. You go to ZWDS Telegram, scroll up 15 April. There are two links. The link at the bottom is the link of YouTube that we teach you how to do this. Yeah, okay, so now let's do this. Now you know how to choose the month. After that, choose the day. For example, if you are born in 20, let's say 20th, 20, yeah, group 20. All right, then, okay, you see on the top, you see already, I'm born in the year of 2006, December 20th. And then we have done with the DOB, and then we choose the birth time. So did you see at the bottom, there's a select time. Now currently by default it is 0:15. Okay, now what we need to do is we click on the right hand side, there's an arrow pointing to the right, click on that, and then you choose the hour. You can scroll up and down. Okay, now let's just say you are born at the hour of 15, means 3:15 p.m. Okay, then once you have done with the DOB with time, select your gender. Okay, yeah, just choose female and male. Okay, and then just click plot. Click the plot button. Okay, now let's say plot. Okay, here you go. Then you'll be able to get the chart. It is your chart. Okay.
Yes, thank got it. I got it. Thank you.
No problem. So if you want to print this out, it's not possible because there's no, unless you can connect your phone, like your screenshot, and then directly use the Bluetooth to print it out. But we normally do it manually, means we screenshot this, and then it is in a JPEG file, JPEG, and then I will send to WhatsApp, and then I will just download that photo and then paste in Excel file or in Microsoft Word, and then from there I print out using the printer. Yeah.
Can use a screenshot.
Right. So okay. Yeah, as simple as that. So anyone having issue about this, like Rizale now already got it. Anyone who couldn't get the chart?
You can actually screenshot and print, right?
Yeah, you can just screenshot, and then what I did was I screenshot, I sent to somewhere, WhatsApp or where. I just download. Then you just email also can email, and then paste it on Microsoft Word or Excel file, and then print out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Great.
Perfect.
All right. No problem. Okay. So actually,
just one question. Shows how many charts can we save? Because I see that.
We only can, because due to the limited space for this app, only 2. We are still figuring out how to save the more charts from there. Yeah. So at this moment, you just save. Don't save so many charts. Okay. Just read for now. To be honest, because now you are in the introductory stage still. Yeah. Try to start reading from your chart first, because if we learn 八字, if we learn Qi Destiny, you start by reading for yourself first, because you understand yourself better. Yeah, so just print your chart and read first. In future, once you are so good at this, then you start reading for others. Yeah, because a lot of people, when they just start learning, then they'll plot a lot of chart and then they start to read, but sometimes they couldn't verify unless you're doing consult. Yeah, so why not we start? Because don't confuse yourself, because why? Tomorrow, the session will be very, very, very heavy. Yeah, we are not kidding. It's like 2 to 3 times harder compared to today's class. Okay, it will involve a lot of formulas and it's very, very difficult. But we decided that it's better for you to learn the hardest one. Then once you know this, and then the rest of the class will be very easy for you. Yeah, so tomorrow will be very, very heavy. So it's very normal if you don't understand or couldn't follow by tomorrow. Okay, but it is good to start with, the starting point is always the hardest. We start to learn the hardest first, and then the rest will be like ABC for you. Yeah. So we want you to be mentally prepared first, so that you know that, okay, we're going to learn something very difficult, but we want you to feel the achievement. You learn this, and then the rest of the classes will be very, very simple. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
No problem, Elizabeth. Okay, great. Anyone has any question? Sharon, yes, challenges. Okay, great. So yeah, don't worry, tomorrow we can still ask, you can still ask us question. All right, so yeah, we will end the session here. Yeah, thank you everyone. See you tomorrow. Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't forget.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Good night. Take care.
Have
a good rest. Yeah, have a great Saturday evening. Good night, everyone. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
See you. Bye bye. Good night. Good night. Bye bye. Bye bye, Gilbert.
Bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye, Isabel. Bye bye, Shireen. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye Nikki. Bye bye Isabel. Bye bye Nikki. Bye bye Marcus. Bye bye. Bye bye Shireen. Bye bye Lynn. Bye bye Sweetie. Bye bye Chun, Wong Chun. Bye bye Gina. Bye bye Robin. Bye bye Grace. Bye bye Jaren. Bye bye Sophia. Bye bye Bun Leong. Bye bye Dennis. Bye bye Patrick. Bye bye Jennifer. Bye bye Wong Chun.
Bye bye. Good night. Good night.
Bye bye Jaren. Bye bye. See you. See you. Okay. See you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. Good night. Good night. Good night, Auntie. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. See you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Bye. Bye bye, Sweetie. Bye bye. Bye bye. Good night. Good night.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Good night. Good night.